This is a Headgum podcast.
In 1924, Dutch settlers founded the city of New Amsterdam. If that name sounds unfamiliar, you may know it by the name assigned by the British Crown after assuming control of the settlement in 1664, New York. New York City, also known as the Big Apple and the City That Never Sleeps, would go on to become the most populous city in the new nation of America, as well as one of the most famous cities in the entire world. Musicians from Frank Sinatra to Beyoncé have even serenaded the center of habitation and culture in beloved songs. But what if a resident of New York City were to move all the way across the country to the city of Los Angeles? This unprecedented cross-continental displacement was exactly what Nick Andrisano did in 1979, trading the subways of New York for the freeways of Los Angeles. Andrisano quickly noticed something was missing in the Southern California metropolis, also known as the City of Angels or simply L.A., Italian food. New York City boasts a thriving Italian culinary scene, most notably pizza, served in a signature New York style due to its sizable population of Italian immigrants and their descendants. But Los Angeles, a settlement that borders the Pacific Ocean as opposed to the Atlantic, and is historically linked to Mexico and its Spanish colonizers, has far weaker ties to the European nation of Italy. So Andrisano, himself an Italian-American whose family operated a pizza restaurant or pizzeria in New York, opened an upscale Italian establishment in Los Angeles, which quickly grew to 3 locations. After partnering with fellow Italian-American Angelo Filato, the duo opened a fast-casual version of the concept, which today has 40 restaurants not just in Los Angeles, but across California, which is the most populous of the 50 United States. Today, New York and Los Angeles continue to be different in many ways. But in other, perhaps even more significant ways, the two cities are alike. And one of those ways, thanks to trailblazers like Nick Andrisano, is the availability of pizza and pasta. This week on Doughboys, Ameci Pizza and Pasta.
It's the Doughboys!
Welcome to Doughboys, the podcast about chain restaurants. I'm Nick Weiger, along with my co-host, Cream Scenario, the Spoon Man Mike Mitchell.
Dream Scenario?
After recently seeing the film where Nicolas Cage enters people's dreams and now Mitch is following suit a la life imitating art, I came up with the roast Cream Scenario, Peace and Love from Melbourne, Down Under, Nidos. Nidos sent that in, roast@birdfuck.com.
What a roast from Down Under. What a roast.
What a roast.
What a roast from Down Under. I can't really do the Australian accent, it turns out. I'm finding right now in real time.
Down Under.
Down Under.
Let's hit up Hungry Jack's Down Under.
Big pick. Big pick.
Big pick.
Big pick.
You don't have Burger King down here. It's Hungry Jack's. Down Under.
You sound like a Maine guy. You sound like the guy from Pet Sematary.
These pets are coming back to life. Hope the lobsters don't.
Speaking of Stephen King, you have a Pennywise hat on, I guess.
It's got some balloons on it. This is our buddy Ben Hosley from the Great Blank Check podcast, has his own clothing line, Congratulations. Congrat and then youlations.com, and I got some of his merch, and that's the hat that I'm wearing.
We were saying before we started you couldn't look more like a child with your getup.
So for our audio listeners, I've got like these beachy sort of white shorts which have stains on them, but it has kind of a print where you got like, a happy
food
little
stains.
Yeah, it's got food stains. And then I'm wearing a Minion sweater, which also has a food stain on it, and then I got this little balloon hat.
Just to let you know, when they asked you if you wanted to be on To Catch a Predator, they didn't mean as one of the kids.
I'll be a decoy. And like I come in to see myself. How'd this happen?
You got a fucking what's the Will Smith Ang Lee movie? It's a
fucking it's 120 FPS. What the fuck's that movie called?
Gemini
Man. It's a Gemini
Man. Gemini Man. 2 eyes. Oh shit. You would be able to beat me. With 2 of you would be able to. You could take me down.
Yeah, easily.
Oh, I don't know about easily.
I don't know if we need both of us.
Look, you say you need neither. I got to say something before we start.
Yeah.
There was a big moment. Mike Dorfman, our video editor. Audio editor.
That's
sorry.
me.
I know who is who
I'm
in this.
audio.
I know who does what in this damn outfit. I know what happens here.
Who's that?
Kreger. Kreger, the mouse man. He clicks around.
Okay, all right. You know Krager the Mouse Man. All right.
Okay,
Story checks out. Hey, buddy.
I try not to remember that guy. So we were in the kitchen. We were going to introduce our guests. It's weird for me to be telling the story, but we were in the kitchen. We had just eaten great bread for a double. Spoiler alert for a future double.
Patreon episode
for a past double. So post spoiler for a past double.
Where we did sourdough boys.
We did sourdough boys, and we were in there, and Adam Conover walks in.
That's right.
He says, "What's in there?" And he said, "Bread." He said, "You should try it. It's fantastic." He picked up a loaf of Hawaiian bread, and he said, he's looking at it. He says, "Can I pull a piece off of? Will that ruin it?" And I said, "Oh my God."
Yeah.
He did the thing.
You texted me.
Yes.
You texted me.
I texted Wags right after.
He was worried he was going to ruin it.
He said his thing. He asked us if he was going to ruin it. And you know what we said? We said, no, that won't ruin it. That's not going to ruin it.
Wait, so
That won't ruin anything.
So I guess there's one thing he won't ruin.
It did not ruin. It did not. He loved the Hawaiian.
Hell yeah,
Yes.
I love to hear that.
And here's and I give an actually to him. Because I said, do you know, he said, this Hawaiian is very nice. And I said, actually, Hawaiian rolls are actually made with pineapple juice. I said that
That's
to
right,
him.
you did.
And he
You
had
told
no
him actually.
idea. I
He didn't know.
actually'd him. It was a great moment.
Yeah.
And then my hair grew, my hat went up because my hair grew a little bit. We like Adam. We have a good time
love
with him
Adam.
in here. But,
Good friend.
but
Good guy.
he did the thing. It was
He did the
very
thing.
exciting.
He did the
It
thing.
was very exciting. Emma, let's hit him with the drop because I've wasted everyone's time.
Is this what you do on every episode?
Wendy's has gotten real. I love Wendy's.
Is this what you do on every episode?
Wendy's is they changed their fries.
Is this what you do on every episode?
Wendy's has gotten real. I love Wendy's.
Is this what you do on every episode?
Wendy's is they changed their fries.
Is this what you do on every episode?
What are we on, Doughboys? Let's get the hell out of here.
I like the piano
The great
there.
Tim Heidecker.
That's right.
This is important for our guest. I'm texting with Samoa Joe. Right
Wow,
now.
how about that?
That is important to me.
That will make sense when we introduce our guest. Here's the Tim.
Wait,
Heidecker.
is this a timely text? Did he just happen to text you?
Yes.
Oh, wow. How about that?
Hi, Doughboys. On a recent episode of Office Hours Live with Tim Heidecker, in an attempt to move the show along from a discussion about a bag of fiery mango-flavored Dorito chips, Tim exclaimed, "What are we on, Doughboys? Let's get the hell out of here." That's great.
That is good. That's a lot of fun.
reference. That's great. I felt one of the funniest people in the
Yes.
world. I felt compelled to put together a drop since Tim's appearance on Doughboys is what turned me onto the show in the first place.
Wow.
A new listener. You're not going to be here long, my friend.
We'll see.
Love the show. I typically listen while walking my dog. Hey, picture attached. Thanks, Daniel. We got a picture.
Let's go look at this dog.
Oh my God, this is a sultry photo.
It's a sultry photo?
Oh, okay.
Dogs are always naked. They're all sultry photos.
Well, you guys will see it and you'll agree with me.
Oh, that's a bedroom photo.
Yeah, that does. A little bit. One belongs in the boudoir.
Humana.
For sure.
Jamie?
With the little teepees.
Jamie, lower your sunglasses.
We've got like a dog in this. They're a little, I describe them as splayed.
Demi lays like that sometimes.
Yeah.
It's very, very cute. What a cute dog.
I lay like that sometimes after the shower on a hot day.
That's a great move.
You got to do it. If you've got a box fan, you angle that right, you dry up in no time.
I'm a never nude man a lot of the time. I don't like to be reminded of what's going on with me. So, most mirrors in my house are covered with black sheets.
Sure.
Like it very much looks like a Dracula's home. You've been there, Wise.
We're always in mourning at Mitch's.
Anyways, excuse me. I will finish texting Samoa Joe.
Do you want a minute?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll take a break. We'll be
No,
back with more
don't take a
Doughboys.
break. Keep it going, you idiot.
All right, we're back. Mitch is still texting. Our guest today, a writer and comedian from The Other Two and Twisted Metal, Gilli Nissim is here. Hi, Gilli.
Hi, Dick.
Thanks so much for making time
Gilli.
for us.
I'm actually-
Hi, how are you?
I'm really obviously stoked about this.
We're very excited to have you. Long overdue.
Long overdue. We've known you
Thanks.
for a long time.
Thanks
Yeah.
for admitting it. Thank
Yeah.
you for admitting it.
It is true. There's people there are many funny people that we are friends with that we haven't had on the show, and it is and there's some that are like, there's even people. I will say this: you've never asked to be on, which I also think is a good thing.
Yeah.
Imagine. Have you ever asked to be invited to a wedding?
No.
Yes.
I didn't know that was an option.
I have heard of people doing this, and it is just so bizarre. Of just like, if you were meant to be invited, you would have gotten that piece of paper in the mail.
That's a great point.
And yeah, this today was meant to be. Today was meant to be.
That's also completely foreign from my experience because I'm hoping to not be invited to a wedding.
It's almost a punishment.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
Yes.
Also, one person I'm thinking of in particular didn't end up going.
That's after they asked.
Yeah.
That's
So, like,
very funny.
Things were moved around, like concessions were made, and then like they didn't go. God, I wish I had a little bit more of that in me.
My brother came up to this was many years ago. I think I could tell this story, but he came up to stay with me because he was going to a wedding near where we live the next day. And he came over and we hung out and he got really drunk. And then the next day he's like, I'm not going to that wedding.
That fucking rules. That rules.
I wonder what he said. What was his excuse of just like plane never made it?
Yeah, who knows?
I'm sick. Here's a gift that covers
Yeah.
my part of it.
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Or-
That's an
or-
expensive ditch.
Knowing Nate, I got drunk at my brother's place and I decided not to go.
Good man. Good man.
Yeah.
Oh, God, I love that guy. It's a bummer to me that he's so much cooler than Nick. It's crazy. Have you met him?
I haven't met him. I've heard
Yeah.
obviously a lot about him, and that's part of the reason why I never asked to
Yeah.
be on the pod because I was hoping maybe I'd catch a swap.
They'll bring in the alpha Weiger at a
If
certain
I waited
point.
long enough.
Yeah.
Well, we're also dumb and bad at booking the show, but it's been far too long.
Too long, yeah.
It's been far too long.
I want to wait, but I think the last time we saw you socially, is this correct, was at Tiki Mirage with our buddy Farley Elliott. We
Yes.
went to a
That's
Tiki
right.
bar, which we talked about in the Doughboys Double with Farley. But that was a hoot. I had a great time.
I had an absolutely great time. I thought we were in transit, but it turns out we were stationary the entire time.
Oh,
Yes.
It
yeah.
was inside of the back of a box truck.
That's right.
I'm sure you explained this before, but there were just enough like tiki accoutrements, like, little dangling shell strings and like wind chimes and stuff that were swaying. And we were in a vehicle that I straight up thought we were slowly driving around the streets of Santa Monica.
That's very
And when I found
funny.
out we weren't moving, I had to kind of like take a night to be like, well, did I like this? I don't know why, but it like it really sucked a lot of the magic out. I had such a good time. I was very conscious. I was a late ad. I'm a late ad a lot.
Sure.
Which
This
I
is
think
fucked up.
I wasn't referring to you guys. Stop apologizing.
Yeah, we're sorry. We're
I
sorry.
really wasn't referring to that. I think it's a compliment. I think
Why
it's
didn't
like
you should have had Gilli on earlier. She's fucking roasting us.
I know. I look. It was me who got you on here.
okay, the truth comes out. Nate would have asked sooner. I get added to things late of like, oh, our actual close friends couldn't make it, and then or someone dropped. Who would be fun to ask? And luckily enough, sometimes it's me. And that I didn't know I was doing that until like 2 p.m. that day.
Wow.
So it was kind of a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
And
That is also something. Also, I would probably never do, but you definitely would never do. Day of, have you heard about that at 2 p.m.?
No, I wouldn't do.
Not a chance you'd be there.
I would more likely be the person who bails who someone else is going to.
thank you for that.
Yeah.
My social calendar is simply booked cleaning up your messes. It was sort of like an intense thing, right? We had to like have cash. We had to have a thing to sacrifice to the gods. Or
Yeah,
something.
so it's like an experiential thing, like you were saying. It is a parked box truck, but there is the illusion of that perhaps you're in motion once you get on board. And as part of it, you have to bring there's payment. You can tip in cash, and then also they want like an offering, some sort of like gift that you're going to give that they'll maybe add to the tiki bar accoutrements.
And they make it clear like you're not getting this back. So it's
No,
like,
yes.
what is something I've both kept around but don't want anymore.
Right.
Like I'm pretty good at paring my apartment down to like the bare bones. So it's like I don't have trash around. So it's like I'm either going to give them like my college diploma or like something that matters. But
that stressed me out, that whole part of it. I didn't like it was like you have to give something that means something to you. I gave a Doughboys patch.
Yeah.
Which I got to be honest with you, didn't mean shit.
No, they
Well,
don't mean to
they
anger
did
the
not
Tiki
care.
gods.
it's literally
but-
something you got to give away.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
So
basically,
you
yes.
sort of copped out a little bit. I believe you gave a minion of sorts.
I did. I gave them. I had a minion wearing a grass skirt from the first Minions movie. It was pretty fitting.
It was down between that and his wedding ring, and and he actually gave the more sentimental thing.
Yeah. But you sat next to me. It was
That's right.
sort of like how we walked into the box truck, and it was like
Damn.
single seat.
Luck of
Like
the draw sucks on that one for you.
no, I felt bad because it was your friend group, and then you had to sit next to me.
We had a great time.
I had a great time.
Also, by the way, friend group.
A little loose.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. Was that like one of our few hangs last year outside of Doughboys, I would say.
We'll hang out.
Oh, we turned it into content too, so it was within
Yeah.
Doughboys. It wasn't even a
What
fucking.
the intent wasn't to make it to content, but we're like, I guess
We
could.
turn every fucking thing into content.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a colonoscopy next week. We're gonna talk about it.
Content.
It's gonna be content. I'm
Ooh.
excited about it. We'll see what
We're live
happens.
streaming it.
We're gonna do it from inside my colon.
Yeah. You're gonna do Nick's doing the play-by-play.
Yeah.
Are you curious? Like, is there a world where you're? I know from personal experience that when they throw anything away that came from your body, you have to sign for it.
Oh man,
It's like one of the many signatures you will sign on the day. Is there a world where you can be like, let me see it?
I would love to see it. If they cut something out like polyps, I guess are the only things that this is horrifying. But
Yeah,
this is like
sure.
what they
I'm
would.
sorry, it never occurred to me.
But
that
that's I think it would be polyps or something that they would cut out, right? Is what
Right.
it would be. But
Yeah.
Or an
Let me
old Papa
see it.
John's Papadilla just wedged in there.
I shoved it up my ass. I didn't eat it, or like did I eat it so quick that it's like a whale?
I think that's what I was more thinking. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more of a whale scenario.
But
Yeah.
now I'm thinking maybe you sat on it. To just like know what came out of there, because other people in the room are gonna see it.
Right.
And
You know what's
you're just
funny?
gone.
The first time I did it, I was awake when they put the camera up my ass. And my dad was in there. I told you he made that dad joke of like, I always said he was full of shit.
Yeah,
He
very
was, like,
funny. Good job.
He like loved and he was so proud of it. And
Phenomenal.
it was wild to see a camera going up inside of your body. It was a very strange. And then it felt like you took a Mario P balloon. I've said this to you where like they're like, you're filled with air. And
Yeah.
basically, look,
What am I doing? The tubular stage here in Super Mario World? What's going on?
I hope not. It's a tough
It's a hard
stage.
stage.
But you're filled with it's a hard stage, folks.
It's a tough stage.
It's a really tough stage.
If you get to the bonus worlds in Super
Special.
Mario World, that one's tough.
It's the special world.
It's part of the special world. Yeah.
Yeah. Super Mario World. Do you know of it?
I've heard of it. Yeah.
There's
I've been to
96
Universal Studios.
exits. And if you get all 96 exits, you get a little star next to your save file, which is a lot of fun.
That's quite a high number.
Yeah, it's a lot.
I had 100% on Super Mario World. My
Yeah, me
sister's
too.
friend fucking deleted it. Just a true
That
nightmare.
sucks.
Fucking nightmare.
Why did that happen?
And you could see how you can see how it was for my sister who was having a high school party with her like friends and me being like, what happened? Like going downstairs and being so pissed off.
Why did she delete that?
Because it was a fucking dumb. He was and he like just deleted
Wanted to start
it.
a new file,
yeah.
wanted to play
Fucking
himself and
idiot.
accidentally delete your file. That sucks.
Fucking idiot.
So it sounds like your
still
sister
mad at
didn't
that
do
guy.
it.
My sister did. It was, but I mean, she's still responsible, in a
responsible,
way.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
she's responsible in a way. I haven't spoke to her since, so I don't know. But it was very wild. You get big, and there's no way around this. But you fart the air out. Basically, you're
Sure.
basically like they're like you're just gonna get the air out of you. You're just gonna kind of fart it out of you. That's what happens.
Uh-huh.
And so like you just go in the bathroom, you're like laughing as you're like shooting air out of yourself.
That's fun.
I just felt so relaxed thinking about that. Like a medically induced fart.
Yes,
Yeah,
I mean
right.
there was where you're farting and sometimes shit is blowing out of you and you're just all you can do is laugh. Wags.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know what else is a big fart? An artichoke. You guys artichoke eaters?
I gotta
do
tell you
like an
something.
artichoke, but I don't. It's not a frequent thing for me.
It's big.
It's like a
I-
restaurant thing.
I am
right,
back.
it's fancy.
Yeah.
I'm back on artichokes big time. I'll tell you why.
Please.
Me and Sus do walks. We do Los Feliz walks. We
Yeah.
walk around Los Feliz together. and Little Dom's is back. We go to Little Dom's, we get a salad, but we get the grilled artichoke before our salad. And the grilled artichoke from Little Dom's is fantastic.
It's one of the best.
So good.
They a lot. If you get it from a restaurant, they'll be really watery, and you know they didn't do it on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Little Dom's is definitely grilled. It's like
100% grilled.
Yeah.
No, Hillstone does a great one too. If you go to like a Houston's or a South Beverly Grill,
We're talking Little Dom's over here. Little Dom's.
I'm including myself in the conversation. Is that banned on this fucking podcast? Sorry, no. Well, let's talk specifically about Little Dom's in the Los Feliz neighborhood instead of something more universal on our chain restaurant podcast, Hillstone, a nationwide chain. No, let's keep it specific to Little Dom's. I'm sorry, Mitch.
Do you ever get air blown up your ass?
Yeah.
You ever drink the artichoke water after you boiled an artichoke at home
I actually
and then
haven't.
shit violently all day?
No, I didn't know you
Because
could do
it is
that.
a natural diuretic, and
Wow.
you didn't know that when you thought, kind of looks like soup. When you boil an artichoke, the water is like a true blue-green. I have trouble with like turquoise, like
Sure.
when is the line between like blue and green, and where does it blur? This is blue-green, people. And you're like, that looks like nutrients, like whatever leached out of the artichoke to boil it.
Yeah.
And it just like called me like the spindle to Sleeping Beauty. I was like, I got to chug this. And then was literally on the toilet Googling like, what happens when you drink artichoke water? And it is a diuretic. I like had it was like one of the craziest things I've ever experienced. And let me tell you, I'm a diarrhea connoisseur. And it was, now I know and still do it, but at least I'm prepared.
Yeah, right.
At least I can clear
I was
my
gonna
day.
say it sounds like it could be useful, Wags, in some ways.
There are
I've
situations when
suggested
that come in handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've suggested it to backed up friends.
I am a backed up friend. I got that artichoke from Little Dom's just this last week.
Yeah.
Back on Little Dom's.
I just gotta say,
It's all right. Let me just
I just gotta say this. It's marinated in white wine.
Yeah.
And then they grill it up, and then they put a red wine vinegar on it. There's no butter, and I think there's maybe a little olive oil when they grill it, but it's a healthy I mean, it's a fat, but it's a fantastic.
Do you have a dipping sauce there?
No dipping sauce.
Wow, you're just having it like
That's
that.
No, don't they have drawn
fine.
butter?
That isn't butter. That's in it. It's red wine vinegar and olive oil. There's no butter.
I could have sworn it was butter.
I know.
And
That's how
it's
good
nice
it
to be
is.
at a restaurant and to be able to use your front bottom teeth for once. There's not a lot of
Yeah.
items that get a scrape effect. And the artichoke, we're all sitting there talking and just scraping a little leaf against our little like squirrel teeth. There's just something like intimate about that. I
love
don't
it.
know.
What a great specific, using your front bottom teeth.
They
I don't
don't
think
get
about
play.
that. Yeah,
They
they
don't
don't
get
get
play at
a
all.
lot of use. Wow.
Yeah, these guys, they don't get a lot of,
What are they doing?
I don't know.
What are they
Fucking
doing?
freeloaders.
I mean, on a dog, those teeth are like almost pasted on willy-nilly. Like those teeth aren't doing anything.
Right.
Yeah.
I do like a
Show
dog
us
with a
your
big underbite though.
Jimmy, can you show us your teeth?
really
Love
cute.
it.
She's got great teethies.
Does she really?
Yeah, they're every time they get checked, everyone says they look healthy and beautiful, and she can chew a perfectly straight line into her toy. We call her the
Wow.
surgeon. Yeah.
Wow.
Good
She
for
cuts it
you.
like scissors.
The surgical pup.
Yeah.
I'm not going to stick my fingers in Jemmy's mouth, but
She's never bitten any people, but
Mm.
you could be a
There's
first.
always a
There's always a first. If she bit me and then I've never allowed her back on the podcast ever again. She would never
right.
bit, she would
People would
never
be mad
bite
at-
Uncle Mitch.
people would be
No,
mad at
she
you.
would not.
Also, if she did bite you, she'd still be allowed, don't you think?
Yeah.
I think I'd be out.
Jemmy was right to bite Mitch. Okay, so you like me, you're from California.
Yes, sir.
And I'm curious, growing up out here, growing up in LA County, do you have any childhood favorites? We're obviously going to talk about Ameci in a second, but like, are there any, like chains where you're like, that was a thing I loved to get as a kid, or I still love to get?
Absolutely. We were a very healthy family, so me getting my license was like an explosion of fast food.
Right.
That was like me rebelling against my parents, was like eating fast food. And I know we just did this as a bracket, but Taco Bell was so massive.
Yes.
I watched a friend of mine who is now a doctor throw a tantrum at the child behind the counter because they were no longer serving cheesy gordita crunches.
Wow.
That's how much time we spent in Taco Bell's. My car in high school constantly had shredded lettuce.
Yeah.
Classic. Whose
Yeah.
car doesn't?
Yeah,
Whose
yeah.
car doesn't?
Sure.
Yeah.
And then we had Panda Inn.
Oh yeah, Panda Inn, which
Yeah.
became Panda Express.
Became Panda Express, and we still are lucky enough in Los Angeles to have one in Glendale.
I've never done Panda Inn. Is it?
It's fucking good.
Is it?
And
We should do it for the podcast.
they have the same items. I went with a big group of friends. We ordered a bunch of stuff, and we all agreed it is more expensive,
Sure.
but it is and I love Panda Express for the record.
Still a family-owned business.
Still a family-owned business. You get to learn a lot about the growth of the business on the back of the menu. It is a little more expensive, but it is a little better quality. Like, it's exactly the intersection of I'm paying more, but I'm getting more.
Right.
And I literally have plans with Becca and Alyssa, 2 other writers from Twisted Metal,
Wow.
to do a bang of Panda Express into Panda Inn in one night.
I love it.
And we will be ordering the exact same items, of course, to do a proper comparison. The Crab Rangoon.
Bang Bang made famous by Louis C.K., correct or no?
You think of Scott Ackerman.
Yeah, you've probably been on it.
Louis?
Yeah, you've been on Louis C.K.'s Bang Bang.
I've eaten with Louis. We've done Bang Bang. Still, we I hang out with him and I split time between him and the Rogan crew.
Yeah.
Right?
You guys all play cards. It's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
They don't eat fun, but they're good for
the
a hand
Rogan
of
crew?
poker.
No.
It's a bunch of Soylent drinkers.
That's the thing I've never been able to understand is that, I've known people in the periphery who have done
Your
Soylent.
co-host on another podcast.
That's true. Heather Ann Campbell has done Soylent, and I do not understand removing the pleasure of eating food in the sake of efficiency.
It just
I
must be
do
someone
not
who
understand
doesn't
it.
like,
I guess so.
Yeah.
I did a UCB tour show where we performed improv for hire. We do that all the time at different companies.
Yeah. Lucrative.
Extremely lucrative. Me quitting a full-time job to do that was very smart. But it was at some kind of like coding hive.
Okay.
Like they weren't a specific company. They were like a group of coders for hire for different like apps that would come to them and stuff. And terrible improv audience, let me tell you that. But they were Soylent drinkers, so we were able. I just felt comfortable just straight up afterward. There were like stacks of boxes of Soylent, and just asked straight up like, "Why do you hurt yourself like this?
Yeah.
Like, why are you so sad?" And the guy was like, "I forget to eat."
Wow.
So at the end of the day,
That is
when
a
I
different
realize I haven't eaten, which like I've never forgotten eaten in my life.
No, I'm thinking about it first thing when I wake up.
I'm planning my meals like a Victorian, like lady of the manor. I like wake up in the morning. I'm like, well, this will be breakfast. And if I've eaten an egg, that means I can have another boiled egg at dinner. But what will the chicken be? Like, it's the most fun thing of the day. And he was literally like, it's a survival and they do have flavors. I was happy to learn they have flavors. I thought it was like, it tasted as gray as it looks, but it does have a flavor. And he just was like, I won't eat otherwise. And then I remember and I just have one of these shakes and it's my nutrients for the day.
Wow.
That sucks.
Bummer. But he's really smart in other ways.
Yeah.
Sounds like a dumbass. I can't wait to not. Once I'm on Ozempic, I'm not gonna care about food anymore. It's gonna happen soon, Legs.
You're going to go on the Big O?
Yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna look good as hell. I'm not gonna go on Ozempic. If I lose, it's gonna suck if I lose weight and people are gonna think that I was on Ozempic.
But no, yeah.
So I'm trying. I got a message that there's a rumor. Speaking of Taco Bell, so this is breaking news.
Is this from Samoa Joe?
So this will now. It's Samoa Joe who's
Okay.
texting me this. It's not from Samoa Joe.
Okay.
It's a friend of the
So you're
pod,
just texting
Drew
now.
McQueenie.
You're just
texted me
texting
this.
now.
I wasn't texting. I was texting Samoa Joe. Drew
Yeah.
McQueenie texted me while I was texting Samoa Joe. Rumor that Taco Bell is going to get rid of the potato items. That's
Oh
weird.
my God, Betsy's going to lose it.
Yeah, I don't love that.
Oh, you mean Judas is going to lose it? Judas, who turned her back on the fucking cheesy gordita crunch for the potato soft taco?
So I don't know if you know this controversy, Gilly. Why would you? But for our live finale of Munch Madness 2024, what the fuck is it
Betsy
called?
and Mono.
Dokiero Taco Bell. Betsy and Mono and me all voted for the spicy potato soft taco as we voted it for it over the cheesy gordita crunch.
How
Mitch
much did
is still
Judas
mad
sell
about that.
Jesus out for? Was it $30? Was it $30?
$30.
I mean, I don't think it was $30.
30
yeah.
US. I didn't know there was like a
I don't think that
money
there
at
maybe
stake.
was.
There
a
was
number.
no,
I
yeah,
don't-
no,
I
there
don't
was
know.
no money
He sold
involved.
Jesus out.
Uh-huh.
How could you do that, Judas?
Makes me sick.
I would have voted with Mitch.
Yeah.
However, if we're talking
Thank you.
lifestyle, of course Betsy voted for the potato. Like it's a weekly order. Yeah, I
Jamie's
stand by
dead.
my friend.
Jimmy left.
Jimmy left.
You made me really scared when I said bang bang and you said that Louis C.K. invented it. Of like, what else am I saying that Louis C.K. invented? What if I'm just out there just saying like,
You did come in
bag of
singing.
dicks and-
You were singing the Louis theme song when he walked in. I don't know if you knew that.
But that he invented that?
He created the Louis theme song.
Oh my God, I assumed it was a jingle man.
We're gonna get him on soon.
Yeah.
Don't worry, everybody.
You ate half a slice of pizza and then you threw it in the trash, but then we saw your mistake, so we fished it out and we ate it.
That is, you know what? I pulled the Louis in that way today. I ate a slice of a half slice of pizza and kind of tossed it at the end of the end of the meal.
Very out of character,
Yeah.
but I get it.
And then I did jack off, right?
I was watching.
I can confirm.
I got to tell you this. We hear, speaking of Taco Bell, speaking of Betsy, we had heard from Betsy that I think on the Taco Bell text.
Oh, I
chain,
can bring up the text.
I'll let Wags bring up the official texts, but all I want to say is that I'm jealous and I want to be a part of it next time.
Putting a crunchy taco inside of a uncut quesadilla?
No, but I want to be a part of that too. That sounds great. What the fuck?
This was Betsy's late night. This was not a late night text. It was referencing a late night thing. Mono already knows this, but last night at 3 a.m, Gilli ordered $150 of Taco Bell for 3 people. It was incredible. She also put Gilli in all caps, which
Yes, I did. I tried so hard to be like, it's okay, I'm just going to eat it for dinner the next day.
yeah,
I like to be fun.
yeah, that's fun. That's a fun thing to do.
Yeah, it was really fun. And they were convinced, oh, this is Alyssa again. I made really good friends with my last group of coworkers. It was really nice.
What's that like?
I think I wanted to impress her.
Yeah.
Like Betsy and I order and over order and have fun. And that's something we already know about each other. And it's lovely. And I'm very happy with my living situation. But with a new friend, I was like, how do I seem cool? Yeah. I did that once during COVID too. A bunch of friends I'm sure we all attempted sad moments like this of like, let's have a hang tonight, but it's on Zoom. And me and my boyfriend at the time and a bunch of friends were on Zoom together hanging out, and we all were like agreeing that it felt really good.
Yeah.
I think this was early Zoom, so it was like the fact that we could all see each other at once actually was novel and like important. And we were drinking as we were all hanging out separately. And I, towards the end of the hang, started ordering Taco Bell, and I'm ordering things that the people on the screen would have wanted, but they were never in my house. So, and I'm like getting drunker and drunker to the point of like almost blacking out. And then everyone like turned their computers, like closed their computers, and it was just me and one other person, and I had ordered for like 12. But it still felt good,
Right.
ordering as though my friends were there.
I love that. That's nice. I had similar hangouts with Quincy people on Zoom where we would black out until. What a time, Wags.
What a time that was.
What a time. And now, even though I've learned, I can hang out with my friends who don't live in this city on Zoom, I don't do it anymore.
Yeah, no, that's done.
It's over.
Yeah. But it was strange because I do remember.
Were you just in a fucking empty Zoom room?
I do remember specifically like getting drunk on a video call and looking back, it's like that was a weird thing to do.
It is weird.
Yeah. But I guess you're just trying to have anything approximating, human contact.
We were trying our best. A bunch of us watched the Jumbo's Clown Room clientele. Our dancers would put on pole shows.
Oh, that's right.
On Zoom.
Yes.
I saw one of those.
It was awesome. It was awesome. We got to see what their living rooms looked like. A shocking rate of cats. The like Venn diagram of talented, flexible women who can pole dance and cat owners is tight.
How the hell was I not watching this fucking feed?
It was so awesome.
Cats and pole dancing.
And
it sounds
you could
great.
tip them. They would put their Venmos up, and we were tipping like crazy. And yeah, it was really smart.
How'd you miss this? Krager was watching.
Krager was on his mouse, clicking away.
Okay, I want to because since you mentioned your recent job and you mentioned writing, I wanted to talk about a question I like to ask, which is you're eating in the writers' room. That's a big thing.
The Twisted Metal writers' room.
Yeah, the Twisted Metal's writers' room specifically.
Season 2, she knows all the things. She's got everything in her head.
Mitch is my little puppet. You know nothing, and I know everything, and you're gonna dance.
Man, I can't even. Oh shit.
That wasn't a bit?
No.
I thought you were doing a bit.
I got a real sneeze came.
That was a bit of allergies, is what it was.
The allergies got me. I can only imagine what it is to put words to paper for me to read.
That's what you were gonna say before you sneezed.
Before I sneeze.
What are your go-to snacks, and what are you hoping to get on a lunch order?
Oh shit! So, I learned after my first season of working in a room at all that you can't order like you would on the weekend because that makes me want to go to sleep.
Yeah.
So it's not like I remember my first season of TV, I ordered like a ramen burger, which is like beef in between two noodle patties.
Gilli, that's an insane order for a work.
A ramen burger is wild. I love it.
Someone else is paying.
Yeah, sure.
And it's I maybe wouldn't order it normally. So here's my shot. I'm not looking for the salad on a menu, but unfortunately now I'm looking for big amount of protein and like just a lot of veggies. I hate that this is my answer.
Yeah.
I'm
I know,
furious. But I have the ability to fall asleep while locked eyes with someone else, and I have done it.
Yeah.
Not at work, but I've done it in class. I guess that's like totally different. One where you're sort of forced to be there and one where you're lucky to be there. But
it will happen in this episode. You'll fall asleep.
I truly, truly can. I also fall asleep with my eyes open. And so
Wait, really?
Yes. I think I'm taking a big blink and then I realize I can't follow the conversation and no one else has noticed. No one's woken me up because I'm just sort of
Wow.
It's pretty wild. I do also sometimes do the full like slow nodding, eyes closed. It's not every time, but so I had to like really be careful to not get so sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's just like half a sandwich and a salad is the ideal.
Yeah.
Like we did Mendocino Farms a lot, so love the Farmers Club, and then they had like an Italian chopped sandwich or salad that had a lot of like salami, olives, and garbanzo. So it was
when we were
really
doing Birthday Boys, Mendo was right next door, so we did and Funny or Die Mendo.
Oh yeah,
everyone gets a fair share of Mendo. I think Mendo's gone down a little bit.
Never liked it.
Yeah, interesting.
Never liked
practical.
it. Interesting.
It's practical for me. I think the couscous is good.
Yeah,
it's one of my favorite flavors that they have.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the only flavor that they have. There, I said it. It's so mild.
Yeah.
The banh mi doesn't have pate. To me, a banh mi needs to have pork and pate.
I love pate, but I will say I do like that they have like a vegan banh mi that you can get. That's nice if you don't want to eat plant.
They got rid of the
happy for the vegan people.
Yeah. They got rid of the chicken prosciutto salad, which was a great salad. They got rid of like a lot of their like. It feels like they're becoming more chain-like, which I think they just are. But I was going to say this. In the writer's room, in the week, you can do 1 or 2 sandwiches a week, right? Like you can still do a sandwich.
I'm always doing a sandwich, but it's got to be half a sandwich. If I eat, I can, for dinner, I'm eating a whole sandwich and I feel good and fine. But I'm drifting off to dreamland shortly after.
Sure.
So yeah, in the room, I even if I get a whole sandwich, I only eat half and then I want something else. I'm not just going to stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Like wax paper will turn any of their sandwiches into a salad.
Yeah.
And I don't want to, but I was doing that. And what I learned, the Audi Cornish, which is my favorite, has like a sweet, salty butter in addition to a really nice ham and then sort of like dressed greens. They put the butter in the salad. A brick of butter. Like
what?
I have
That's
like the size of my fist.
Wow.
And I have no problem with it. It's easy to remove it. It did take away some of the shredded cheddar, which is a little sad. You can't sit there and pick every piece off of the butter. And I did it once and everyone like, I showed it around and we all laughed. And it was like some new person probably just like thought I don't want to like skimp on the ingredients, so I'll give her the butter. Ordered it several more times. Every time it came with a fist of butter. Like
That's wild.
so much butter on a bed of lettuce.
They're
can't
not
wait.
they're not thinking about it at all. They're just like, here's all the components of the sandwich we're just putting in the salad.
I think because they charge the same.
Yeah,
In fact,
right.
I think it's even an upcharge, which is wild because you're sans bread.
Yeah.
But I guess vegetables are expensive.
More greens.
More
yeah.
greens. I love those greens. But yeah,
I love all green.
that's a great way to like, hey, we're hitting the flavor.
Yeah.
I have had the audacity to get a full Italian sub as a lettuce wrap.
Wow.
Wow.
And
Power
coworkers,
move.
in a writer's room, like people can get up and leave for lunch, but if you like each other, a lot of times you just keep talking, except now it's not about work, it's about anything else. And so you're like making eye contact with all your coworkers and they're having to watch me struggle through like a brick of Italian cold cuts between two big pieces of lettuce, and they dress it. That's what's important.
I'm going to love when I go back to my doctor and he's going to be like, you been eating salads? I'm going to be like, yeah. He's going to be like, is there big chunks of butter in the salad? I'm like, yeah.
Because you can't get the sandwich and take the bread off because then
Yeah.
you're taking any sauce, any dressing. That's just coming off. You got to order it lettuce wrap, so they put the sauce
Lettuce
in
wrap.
between.
I used to do a little.
You did.
I used to
Mitch,
do
but
an old lettuce.
Don't, Mitch. Don't do it. Wax Paper, for our listeners not in LA, is a sandwich shop. There's a few locations.
Onions, feta. I'm a freak. What I just ordered, it's called a Greek. Lettuce wrap, it's the lettuce wrap.
I told you not to do it, Mitch. Then you did it. Now you feel bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to your buddy.
All of their
I thought you were gonna say,
sandwiches.
like, hey, good job on your lettuce wrap.
All of the sandwiches are named after NPR personalities. So they've got, like, I'm looking at the menu, the Ira
I don't listen to
Glass,
that fake
the
news.
Lakshmi Singh, yeah, fake ass news, NPR, the Audie Cornish, which you mentioned, the Terry Gross. It's a little twee in that way, but they're good sandwiches.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Very tweet.
They're good sandwiches. They're good. They're good.
Yeah, it's good.
I want to talk about.
I mean, Terry Gross, a great news reporter. So how much I know. But to have a sandwich with the word gross in it seems strange, I say.
Yeah, you have to piece it together. Oh, that's someone's name. The sandwich is
Yeah.
not itself gross.
I think since they've established that they're NPR names, I think you can get away with
You have the
gross.
pattern at that point, yeah.
What if it was like the Garbage Pail Kid hoagie? Would you get that?
Absolutely.
I think
Yeah,
it probably
so would I,
would.
actually.
Sounds good.
It's probably like a mishmash in a fun way. Like
Yeah.
Has
that sounds
mozzarella
pretty
sticks
good.
on it or something? I bet that'd be good.
By the
Curly
way,
fries.
speaking of, oh, fuck. I mean, it is just like
It's a fat cells.
It's a fat
Yeah,
cell
it's fat cells,
sandwich. I'm a Jersey Mike's fan. And you know what? I did a Jersey Mike's sandwich yesterday on wheat, no
There you
cheese. That's what I did, though. I did eat cheese today for the restaurant we're talking about. I was going to say this. The fear you have about eating a big lunch and being tired. It's exactly what we did today. We
sure did.
And not only that, but we had an appetizer of bread.
We did.
Wags
We had
and
a lot
I
of bread earlier.
ate like a loaf of bread before you came.
We're really weighed down with carbs.
Good.
So
Yeah.
that's what we're powering through.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yes.
I didn't notice if that helps. I
Oh, how about
expected this
that?
little from you. No, I like. I eat everything. You just have to time it right.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned at work, and I'm sure other jobs it's the same. Where it's like this just isn't a lunch.
This is like a post. If you had run a marathon, we ate what someone like post marathon would eat.
Yeah.
For sure.
By the way, I gotta tell you something.
Mhm.
I was trying to fill this thing for my the butt doctor colonoscopy.
Yes.
Are you trying to make sure only we hear this and no one else?
For the butt doctor. I might have him put it on a new ass when I'm in there when I get the
Yeah?
colonoscopy. If I get a Brazilian butt lift or something like that.
You're
If I
already
came
in
back with
there.
a great ass in here, wouldn't it be great?
Mitch is looking good. You get a BBL?
People are saying like Shania Twain, I guess, just supposedly got a lot of work, and it's fine if she did, it's fine if she didn't. And she also dyed her hair pink.
Mm.
So the joke is like, yeah, we all know why you dyed your hair pink to distract from the rest of it.
Yeah,
So
sure.
are you gonna like dye your ass hairs pink?
I get it confused and dye my ass hair pink.
Something's different about Mitch.
Yeah, what's up with the
He's
ass?
got pink pubes. I can see it through his white pants.
Why you
Can't really-
pinpoint what it is?
Still can't see his dick, but
Yeah,
pubes are pink.
is it the pink?
He doesn't have a lot of pubes. Should I try and get a Brazilian butt lift?
I've always wondered
That
what
does
it's like.
impress me much. Is that her song she sang?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Great. I have always wondered what it's like to sit on one. So if
Yeah.
you do, please let
Ooh,
us
is it
know.
comfier?
Yeah, is it like sitting on a cushion?
Yeah, that's a great
I
question.
don't know. It's because if you're talking about having some sort of implants or something.
Yeah, or is it like when you first sit on a waterbed where it's like, whoa,
It's a little disorienting, yeah.
It takes time for it to settle.
Right. I'm also just thinking about using a toilet because that's its own sort of sitting. You
Yeah.
know?
You might have
You
to
get muscles
spread before
involved.
you sit.
Exactly.
You
right.
cannot get a Brazilian butt lift. It would be disaster. You'd be getting stuck in the chairs and shit. You got a big ass already.
I do already have like a pretty healthy ass.
I don't get the
juicy
fascination
double,
with
if you
the
will.
gigantic ass, I guess.
Oh,
I'm
Mike. Mitch, I can explain it to you.
I'm no Al Pacino
Yeah,
over
sure.
here. You know what I mean? I like sure, but also like some of these Brazilian butt lifts, they're gigantic.
You don't want to go too extreme, but
Yeah.
I don't feel like that's like
no
some people
shame,
are getting
no shame.
no shame. People can do whatever they want with their bodies, but I feel like a lot of times it's a procedure where you're maybe not even like if it's well done, you're not even noticing that it's something surgical. You know, it's just like, oh wow,
There's more than we know. Is
exactly right.
My ass looks like a Tyson's chicken, basically. It's like two big Tyson's chickens back there.
Breasts
What do you mean?
or whole chickens?
Yes, yeah.
Basically two whole chickens. Looks like
Okay.
shit back there. It doesn't look good, but I don't think I'm gonna get the colonoscopy. We'll see what happens from there.
What does it feel like to sit on your butt? I know that's hard to answer.
No, it's a great question.
Because you've only ever had your butt.
Yeah, I feel comfortable when I'm sitting down. I don't know
Your
if I feel
butt never hurts.
Nice.
Your back is always hurting more than your butt.
It's my back more, yeah. But and my back, it usually, but that's usually pain from my lower body that's radiating up.
Okay. Or you got to get a fat back. Got to get a back lift, man.
Brazilian back lift.
I have a little butt, and sometimes if I'm sitting for too long, I'm like, this hurts.
Yeah,
I got a sore butt as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. What it's probably pretty good for you.
it's pretty comfortable. But I think
Yeah.
like with anybody, you don't want to sit forever. You know, you have to keep moving positions a
No,
little bit.
but-
You got to shuffle.
Sounds like you're walking around with a couch.
Look, we'll get into this more in the episode where Weiger sits on me and I rake it and everything.
right.
He was gonna crush me. It'll be nice.
I used to like use my leg muscles to help so that I wasn't sitting all the way on boys' laps. I didn't want because I was scared my like razor sharp. I don't know what this bone is that sort of would cut through your cheeks.
You're just bringing back like such a like a
Yeah, so the like being aware of every moment of like someone sitting on my lap or I'm sitting on someone's lap. Oh
Right.
my God. Yeah, I used to like it wasn't so that they wouldn't feel my weight. It was so that I wouldn't cut them with my butt.
Wow.
That's I had a very similar experience like when I would film stuff or something and it would be like this is like an old chair or something like
Yeah.
that and I'm just like there's so much going through my legs to like hold me up without breaking something, you know.
Mhm.
I remember on Birthday Boys like they were like we like rented these cots. They're actually like old military cots and I got it and I was like went right through it.
Thanks.
Sucked.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, you break one thing and it's with you for life. That's for sure.
I know that feeling too of sitting with someone or near. It just that's it. Yeah, God, that sucks. It sucks.
Like hyper aware of every second and you're supposed to be relaxed.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Beautiful times.
For you, I mean, you've got that big king ass on you. When did you first notice that you had a huge ass, Wags?
Well, first off, let's hold it on a huge ass. I think I don't know. I think I have a
Dumper.
I got a bit of a dumper on me.
You got a
But
dumper?
I'm not like a massive ass. I don't
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even necessarily say like I have a good ass, but yeah, I have a fairly sizable ass.
Yeah.
And but part of that's not
Probably
just
evens you, weighs you out from the front to back, if you catch my drift.
I think there is a genetic component, but I also I do strength training. I'll do squats, I'll do lower body work. So I think that's part of it too. And part of that was also a response to back pain because I had to strengthen my lower body so
You
that
also
I
ride
had
a bike.
and I ride a bike.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
so I do a good
Your
amount
dad's
of
got
lower
a
body stuff.
dumper?
My dad's got a good ass. What do you want from me? Talk about my dad's ass. I'll talk about it.
You've got your dad's ass. That's so nice.
Looks like you're wearing your dad's hat, fucking clown ass dad.
Don't call my dad a clown. Also, we don't know when this episode's going to come out.
I was a callback.
Very
to that.
old. Maybe a callback. It may be coming in the future.
No, that one will come out first.
Okay, got it. You can call back.
I
this
love your
bit from
dad.
several months ago.
It was great to hear. He's a good ass.
Yeah.
It's nice that you checked it out.
Can we? Oh, what were you gonna say? I want to hear it.
I was gonna say that I was doing I was paying for a thing, and it was like trying to check if I wasn't a robot, and I was like, click these stairs, and I was like, this is like. I'm the stair guy. It feels like it was getting rubbed in my. It was like, which one of these are stairs? And I was like,
the algorithm knew it was
the
you.
algorithm fucking knew it was me, or some fucking listener runs the fucking robot thing.
Or your last Google search entry was more stairs, and so they're like, okay, we'll feed this guy some stairs.
I don't Google more stairs.
Maybe we're thinking of putting a few more in.
They make fun of me because I have stairs in my home.
What are you, a billionaire?
This is the issue. What were you gonna say, Wags?
I was gonna bring something up, which Susser was telling us beforehand. One of our mutual friends, who I won't dox, was asking Susser,
yes,
is the rumor true that Mitch and Weiger aren't friends anymore, and they just keep doing Doughboys for the money? That we hate each other in real life?
And my answer to that is we never were friends.
Yeah, no, come on. This is all a fiction.
This is when were we ever friends?
Didn't that happen to the Jerky Boys?
Wow.
Yeah, I
there's
think they did.
There's
I think they did have
for
a schism.
such a schism.
That's
and
wild.
there are no more.
That's so sad to think of the Jerky Boys not being buds.
I know.
I know. I'm sorry to break the news.
Well,
From day one, we didn't get along that well.
yeah, sure. We don't hate each other.
No.
Yeah.
Are we different men?
Of course.
But are we alike in many sad ways? Of course.
That's true. That's the foundation of a successful podcast.
Does it make you feel good that people are thinking about you enough to just start a rumor about you?
I guess so.
He probably doesn't like that as much.
Well,
but-
I mean, as far as rumors go, could be worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snopes is not going to deny this one.
Okay, good.
I mean, it's like what, yellow you would say on Snopes?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Two Pinocchios on
Yeah,
PolitiFact. I don't
yeah.
know where it would be.
We still like each other.
We still
We're
like
friends.
each other. We are friends. The Doughboys are
Our
friends.
And also, I would like to be invited to any sort of if you get $150 worth of Taco Bell again, bring in the closer.
Yeah, that sounds
That's
fun.
all I ask.
I will invite you guys, but if I invite two more people, that means I have to get $300 worth of Taco Bell.
That's true.
The ratio has to remain the same, but I can do that. Yeah.
Howdy ho, hosers. It's the Spoon Man. That's right. The Spoon Man's up here getting some northern exposure. And I'm going to announce that the Doughboys are live Sunday, September 29th at Toronto's Danforth Music Hall. You already know it, but I'm going to announce it again. Get excited, because we'll be reviewing Canadian institution Tim Hortons with our guests, Stephanie Beatrice and Alana Johnson. Wow. Plus, a surprise guest or two. There'll be at least one. Maybe. Or maybe none. But maybe one. I think one. Be there. Tickets at birdfuck.com. And you can get your tickets at headgum.com/live as well. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, the Spoon Man, and I want to talk to you about Helix brand mattresses. That's right. You know I love them. I've had a Helix for, 7 years now? 6 years? At least. I love my mattress. Wally and Irma love it. My family loves it. And it's because it's a Helix Sleep mattress. Helix Sleep is a premium mattress brand that provides tailored mattresses based on your unique sleep preferences. The Helix lineup includes 14 unique mattresses, including a collection of luxury models, a mattress for big and tall sleepers, and even a mattress made just for kids. So how will you know which Helix mattress works best for you and your body? You take the Helix Sleep Quiz and find your perfect mattress in under 2 minutes. Wow. And your personalized mattress is shipped right to your door, free of charge. You don't gotta go pick it up. Comes right to your door in a box. Helix knows there's no better way to test out a new mattress than by sleeping on it in your own home. That's why they offer an 100-night trial and a 10 to 15-year warranty to try out your new Helix mattress. And if your spine needs some extra TLC, they got you. Every Helix mattress has a hybrid design combining individually wrapped steel coils in the base with premium foam layers on top. It's the perfect combination of comfort and support. Hey, I took the Helix Sleep Quiz, that's right, and I was matched with a Helix Moonlight Luxe. I went with the Luxe because I wanted something that felt like a cloud. And I sleep on my stomach, I sleep on my side, and sometimes on my back. But you know what? The Moonlight Luxe is perfect for me. It cradles me like a little angel on a cloud. That's right. I love my mattress. It's the truth. The next mattress I'm going to get is also going to be a Helix. I'm a Helix man for life. Don't want to take my word for it? Helix has been awarded the #1 mattress pick by GQ and Wired magazine. It is even recommended by multiple leading chiropractors and doctors of sleep medicine as a go-to solution for improving your sleep. And now Helix is offering up to 25% off all mattress orders and 2 free pillows for our listeners. Go to helixsleep.com/doughboys. This is their best offer yet, and it won't last long. With Helix, better sleep starts now. Do it.
Hey, buddy, can you name every single subscription you have? I know I can't name all of mine. Doughboys Patreon, cable. I know there's more. And I'm not alone. I just learned that over 74% of people have subscriptions they've forgotten about. With Rocket Money, I don't have to remember every subscription or worry about forgetting any because I can see them all laid out right in front of me. Kind of put the emphasis on laid a little bit too much there. That's okay. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. See all of your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For any you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them with a few taps. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. You can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money is going. Get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over budget. The new goals feature automatically saves money for you without you having to think about it. Whether your goal is to pay off credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings, Rocket Money makes it easy. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you, sometimes by up to 20%. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's features. Wow. Stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/doughboys. We're talking Ameci Pizza and Pasta today. I want to ask generally, what are your pizza preferences before we get into it?
I am always an advocate for olive, mushroom, and garlic as the topping on top of the cheese. And I don't have very many friends I can order that with. So it was fun to get to order my own pizza. Like, I actually don't get to get it a lot because of compromise.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I'm making a lot of compromise when I order pizzas.
Yeah.
And I do like a non-thin crust, but a not thick crust. I don't really know what I guess regular.
Regular crust, sure.
I like for when I take it out for it to not immediately flop over. So I guess that's a non-New York pizza. I like a huge slice, but I don't like when it bends completely over.
A crispier slice.
Or just a little thicker, maybe.
Not crispy, but yeah, thicker, a little firmer. But again, I'm not talking about a thick crust.
No.
I guess I'm looking for like...
Not a pan.
Not a pan. I'm looking for a lot of medium points here. I like a lot of cheese. I have traveled to Italy, and I hated the fucking pizza.
Wow.
Come for me, Italy.
I went to Italy, too, and I did have some good pizza at one spot, but it's a toss-up, basically.
If you're in it for the cheese, it's not an Italian pizza for me.
Yeah.
I was studying abroad. I went to UC Santa Barbara, which is a party school in California, and happened to have a lot of other...
Is that the Slugs?
No, that's UC Santa Cruz.
That happens
Santa
a lot.
Cruz. Okay, Santa
Barbara's the Tritons? What are you?
I wish.
Something
the
like
Gauchos.
That? The Gauchos, right?
Santa Cruz is way more laid back, right? It's like a very...
Santa Barbara's also laid back.
Very
They're both
laid
beachy
back,
communities.
Beachy, hippie. Santa Cruz is a little crunchy, hippier, and Santa Barbara's a little more like babes in bikinis, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
Look at me. I'm sitting here, a babe in a bikini. But it was... This other girl from my school was also in Italy. We didn't know each other before. And she had her boyfriend, when he came to visit, bring a suitcase full of Hidden Valley ranch so that she could have it in her purse when we went to Italian restaurants.
Wow.
And I actually was not quite embarrassed, but I was a little bit like, cool your jets, Emily.
Sure, yeah.
But now looking back, I'm like, I totally get where she was coming from. She wanted to
Yeah.
enjoy the pizza, and this is what she needed to enjoy it.
Wow.
I really didn't think Italian pizza, because I'm in it for the cheese specifically. They're so skimpy on the cheese.
There's
Interesting.
there's probably a few places, yeah, because they do a lot of margarita style pizzas. They do a lot of, but like I had like the Italian kind of like square style. What is it, like a
Oh yeah, I think it's
Sicilian?
Sicilian.
Yeah, Sicilian. Thank you.
and they have like places you could just walk up, and it's called a tavolo caldo, like hot plate, where you just like point to how much you want them to cut off.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah,
That's very fun.
yeah.
A very fun lunch.
They do it at the Nancy Silverton place here too. The what is it called?
Mozza.
No, but not Mozza. The one. What's the one that's the
Osteria?
no, the one that this the Nancy Silverton one where you cut it's in Silver Lake.
What?
Oh.
Thank you.
I
Too
don't have it
soon,
either.
too quick to
I know
take
what
it.
you're talking about.
Damn it.
Place?
I don't know.
We'll figure it out.
Triple beam?
Casablanca?
Triple beam.
Triple
pizza?
beam.
I didn't know
Triple
that was
beam.
Nancy Silverton.
That's Silverton. That's a Silverton
Is it?
joint.
I don't think it
Oh.
is, Mitch.
I'm
No,
telling.
it is. I'm looking at it.
It
It is.
Well.
Oh, I'm gonna eat the microphone. I'm so sorry. That's fun. Yeah, that's a fun pizza.
Yeah, they cut off. I love quarter sheets. I've been to quarter sheets multiple times. I love quarter sheets. A great
Quarter sheets, triple beam. What's next? Double plate?
I thought you were going uncarplet with that.
Did we swap bodies? Quarter sheets, triple B. I thought you were gonna do some sort of circus thing, but I guess it is kind of construction.
Yeah.
What was his name again?
Krager?
Kreger.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kreger, for and Emmer and Kreger and Emmer. I got to thank both of them.
Kreger didn't do shit.
Yeah, I know, but
He didn't know it in the end.
look, he almost remembered it, so that was helpful.
Okay.
So I guess more so Emmer. Kreger, though, it was the first person that gave you guys hope that I knew what I was talking about.
Yeah.
I had something that was so. Wait, were you there for a semester in Italy? What happened?
Yeah, I studied abroad for 6 months.
Mm.
So that was a long time for a Californian to be away. And
Yeah.
oh my God, privilege up like the wazoo. So cool to be there. 1,000. I
Where
really
were you
enjoyed
exactly?
this. Like I was in Rome. So I guess that's specific too, because they regionally, Italy's one of those places where it's like we think of them as one country, but they think of themselves as their regions. Like
Yeah, sure.
a Roman is like, I'm Roman. They don't call themselves Italian. Like a
All right.
Sicilian's like, I'm Sicilian. They don't say they're Italian.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Your roommate wasn't Foxy Noxy, was it?
I was like the year before
Oh my
or
God.
the year after or something. I'm
Wow.
right around there. Yeah. We're about the same age.
Wow.
Foxy Noxy.
Yeah.
Well, you don't remember that they called her
She-
Foxy Noxy?
I'm piecing it together now.
She
Yes.
and I both had a lot of sex and did a lot of cartwheels in Italy, but I didn't murder a single one, not to my knowledge. But yeah, I was like a virgin before I went, and I got rid of my virginity like I was like getting my passport ready. Like I was, I like needed to shed it real quick to prepare for Italy.
Damn.
So I was not
They
really
should have shipped
there.
my virgin ass over there. Boy, it sounds helpful.
They would have taken. Oh, it was very difficult for the men. It was like totally unequal on everyone's experience of like women
Yeah.
were getting like.
Someone's finally saying it. It is difficult for the men.
But I wasn't there for the cuisine. I also
Yeah,
didn't
sure.
have money for it. So
Yeah.
I hope to go back one
Yes,
day
yeah.
and give Italy or Rome or any region its like a redemption arc. But yeah, that's what I look for. Do you guys have pizza requirements or preferences?
I weirdly went to, so this is going to make me seem like Silver Spoon Man, but when I went to private school, there was a trip to Italy. So my first time in Italy was in 9th grade. And it was like, I think it was kind of, here's the bonus of sending you to a school where you hate yourself and want to jump off a building. And I was like, great. And I went, I mean, it was nice because I always wanted to go to Italy, but it was like a cheap school trip. And it was like, we were eating in like, I think we had like a taste of wine or something. And
nice.
like, snuck some stuff like that. But I
Yeah.
think it was very like basic. But that's the crazy thing. In Rome, you can go anywhere and it can be really good. But then I went back as an adult. I went with the Quincy boys.
Mhm.
Hey.
And I picked out. I was kind of the food guy in charge, and we went to Rome and Florence, and Venice. I was gonna say what's the canal one?
yeah.
Yeah.
Venice. I've retained a lot of stuff by going over there. But Roma Spirita I went to one night. There was like a lot of great restaurants that were like, these are some of the best meals of my life. Pizza, though, was a little trickier, and we did find a good place in Rome, and there's, I guess, a place right next to the Vatican, I guess, that has great pizza.
How about that?
There's a place that
I
has
went
like
to a
really
McDonald's right next to the Vatican.
That's fun. What was that like?
My first time having mayo with fries, and I really loved it.
Yeah, I love that combo. Good
Really,
good. I
combo.
it's
just
a
like
really
the
good
idea
combo.
of the Pope being like, Big Mac. Like, that's fun. It's fun.
It's funny.
It
It's
is
fun. Yeah,
funny.
yeah,
It's
It's
fun.
funny. It is funny.
Excuse me, I asked for the honey mustard. You gave me the hot mustard.
I thought he was gonna sound German because he is German.
There is.
Oh, well, the current one is
Or
Susser and I were talking about the
Argentinian, right?
I'm
the
a
popes.
Pope-a-go.
yeah,
I'm
we're
a
thinking
Pope-a-go.
about Ratzenberger. who
There was like the
German.
Nazi Pope. There was like all these like there was the Nazi Pope. There was the cool Pope, and then like the Nazi Pope isn't even the worst Pope. There's like a worse Pope before that.
Yeah,
there was
there've
the
been some
two
bad
popes,
popes.
young Pope.
Right.
What was the other one? The
Well, there's the new Pope. The young
new
Pope
Pope.
became the new Pope.
young
Yeah.
Pope and new Pope.
Yeah.
Hot Pope.
Yeah.
But that's the TV show.
But I think I think what Mitch is doing is kind of like the generic, I'm the president of the United States. It's like a generic sort of like improv-y, like I'm the Pope of Rome, you're like just like general Italian stereotype Pope.
Supersize. Can you
Yeah.
soup? Oh.
Oh, I'm a Morgan Spurlock.
You
Took it
ruined
away. Oh,
everything.
Mamma Mia.
Oh, Morgan Spurlock ruined everything. Rest in peace, Morgan Spurlock. I don't know. He's kind of a bad guy. We think we don't know, but rest in peace. All but
Rest in peace.
none the same.
I need the one more nugget body to complete the collection.
There we go.
That's good. I feel uncomfortable. We gave a lot of shit to Morgan Spurlock on the podcast.
This is going to be so dating.
I know.
I don't know why
I'm
you're
sorry.
insisting
I
on
gotta
doing
get it off
this.
my chest. I feel because I know that he wasn't but I don't like when anyone dies when they die young. I feel
He was
bad
very young
about
to
it.
die. Yes.
And also, I want to be clear when I say the Nazi Pope wasn't even the bad Pope. We might have to edit some stuff around there.
Emery, let's just mark all of this for edits.
Okay.
Okay, you asked about pizza preferences.
Yes.
I've never crossed an ocean. I've never been to Italy, but I do. As
We're
far
gonna
as
get
pizza
you. We're
goes,
gonna get what
we'll see. As far as pizza goes,
What if we transport you like Nosferatu or something?
In a big crate with like wooden hay, whatever that packing stuff is.
In a ship.
Yeah.
We'll
Do you
throw
think a
him
ship
rats.
would be desirable?
I don't know if I want to do a ship.
It's going to be a big ship.
Yeah, but I
It's gonna
did.
take like 2 weeks. To
That's the
get
thing.
there.
I mean, I don't mind the duration of the journey. It's just like I do get seasick. I don't know.
understand.
You don't even mind planes. It's just the fact that you don't
I
want to go
love
overseas.
planes. Yeah.
You don't have to.
Yeah. But anyway, what I was gonna say is as far as pizza is concerned, which is the
Yes.
topic at hand.
Mhm.
I think I'm kind of with you, although I do really like a New York style pizza. I mean, that's just like the best slices I've had have just been from like random spots in New York City. That's just like that's to me that's the apex of pizza. I've had very good pizza. Mitch,
So Comet Ping Pong, New York.
yeah. Well, I'm not there just for the pizza and common ping pong.
That's
We got other
that's right.
stuff.
Yeah.
But I also
good
went
point.
over to I want to shout out Pizzeria Regina, which is like that's like the platonic ideal of like a cheese pizza. And we got a cheese pizza today from Ameci as a baseline.
You know how happy I was that when Regina was good when we went.
Yeah, we had a great
'Cause
time.
There's not always like there's some chances that sometimes it's not going to be the best version of it.
You go away, you come back, you can't trust it's the same thing you left. It's, oh God, terrifying, especially when you've been talking it up.
Yes.
Well,
Oh man, the worst.
That may be the case with Ameci Pizza and Pasta, which I imagine is a place that you grew up with.
Yes.
So
it was my sleepover pizza.
Your sleepover pizza.
Yes. More than Pizza Hut or Domino's, because at the
Wow.
time, Amici's was the same price.
Yeah.
It still is, I think. I mean, I didn't pay for it, but it's still, because at this point, you're getting Lucifer's Pizza, you're spending $100 on 2 pizzas.
Yes.
It is a bummer how much pizza costs.
It's very expensive.
I
It's
don't know if
great.
people know this, but stuff is expensive these days.
LA markup is bad too.
Yeah,
I mean, like
that's
if you get anything like if you get like a fancier pizza, you're paying a lot of money for it. It just is the way it is.
To the point where when people offer to pay and I do the dividing in my head, I'm like, they ate 2 slices
Yeah.
and I'm going to ask for $20.
Yeah.
But if
Yeah.
I'm really going to break even here, it's $20.
It's true.
But Amici's was, it was like the same as if we were to get Domino's or Pizza Hut, and Amici's was just like, that means we're at, we got friends over, man. And also birthday parties, of course.
Ameci is closer, price-wise, it's closer to like a Pizza Hut or a Domino's or a Papa John's still, as opposed to Lucifer's that we reviewed on the podcast, and that's a more LA-specific chain, but that's like a little bit more of an upscale, but at a higher price point.
I just want to say that, speaking of the Pope, Ameci sounds like the Pope talking to me.
Totally.
Ameci.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's talking to me.
Yeah. He calls you the plural for friend.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Amici's.
Ameci.
Ameci is friends in a mixed sex group.
How about that?
Wow.
Ameci Pizza and Pasta was founded in 1979. Nick Andresano, who was the son of Italian immigrants, he opened a sit-down restaurant, similar to the Panda Inn, Panda Express thing. And then in 1984, Nick partnered with Angelo Filato, and they opened Ameci Pizza and Pasta as it currently stands, which is the more casual sort of takeout-centric concept, and has 40 locations across California. I've had Ameci before. I had no idea it was this big.
So just to set the scene, it would be like, and then like, Ameci is on. Like, Ameci's is on. That would so what would be happening?
Yeah, we'd all come running to sit around the TV or the front door. Yes.
It's Rossi and Il Chandler.
Hey, there's a slice missing from my pizza. We were on a break. If my name was Angelo, I would just like license my name out of like start a pizza company with me. Everybody, you can just put my name on it. I'm happy to do it.
Angelo's is a great.
Angelo Filato, great name.
I didn't realize it was 40, but I knew it was a lot.
Yeah.
And what I like is on the website under like, locations, hours, menu, there is a tab for if you want to own a franchise.
They are pushing the franchising. And I actually I captured a little bit of text from here because their franchising FAQ, the FAQ, clearly is using AI text. Let me read this paragraph.
Oh, man, Ameci.
The WGA.
The eating habits in America have changed with the advancement of food technology and the advent of the two-member working family. The recent trends show that outside eating, especially fast food and outside food preparedness, will continue to increase because of increasing time constraints and overall economics.
Ameci.
That word salad.
Women in the workforce for pizza. Holy shit. How did we get dragged into this?
Ameci, let Weiger write up your fucking thing.
Come on.
Let
I'll
Weiger
knock it
do
out.
it.
Second, that is so bizarre and absolutely unnecessary.
Totally strange.
None of that information makes you go like, you know what, I will invest in a franchise.
What is that? Is that their? It's not their mission statement. It's
their
like,
franchising, because this is, as Gilli was saying, they are trying to expand this place, trying to get people to buy franchises. There's 40 of them. Yeah.
Okay.
So part of it is like, hey, if you want to have your own Ameci, you want to open one in wherever, you want to open one in Culver City, get together the franchising fee, and there you go.
There's only one Ameci.
You're Pope's little Ameci.
I'm Pope's little Ameci.
Would that be like an exciting thing for you to find out that you like inherited a franchise of Ameci's?
Boy,
honestly,
I think that'd be stressful.
Yeah.
It would be stressful. I would have nothing to do with it. I would, if I inherited it, I would do whatever I had to do to make sure it was operational and then get out of it. Most likely.
So we're not looking to get in the biz. I'm just imagining. As soon as you said it was stressful, I just imagined you with like a pizza on each finger, just spinning both phones ringing off the hook.
Yeah.
Just too much.
I got the cats too. It's gonna be, it's just.
Well, you don't bring the cats to the pizza parlor.
Spin one on each tail. That's pie.
They make biscuits.
They make
That's
biscuits.
True. That would be cute.
Cats are bakers.
That would be really cute.
Just have to shave them beforehand.
Ratatouille 2, Catatouille.
A shave or a big hairnet.
That's funny. A cat just in a hairnet. That is like a Disney sort of look.
Cute as hell.
I'll say this. I don't think I've ever had Ameci. When we said, I was
had it today.
I had it today.
Okay.
But I was eating it in there. When I saw the box, I was like, oh yeah, this looks familiar. And I was looking at the website and I was like, the website needs to be updated for sure.
It is frozen in time.
It's frozen in time, which
20 years
I kind of love, by the way.
I do like that. It's charming.
But I was like, have I ever had this? I'm not that familiar with it if I had. It's a California chain, correct? It's only in California?
Yes, only in California.
I was looking at it, I was like, there's been like a few local, remember, was it Louise's Trattoria?
Yes.
There's like a few like California pasta pizza chains I've tried. and none have been great. There's been some pizza what's the Beverly pizza place, whatever. There's like a couple pizza places.
Oh, you mean like the I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Kreger will pretend to know it.
Yeah.
Kreger, help me out here. What the fuck was it?
I know you're talking Mulberry Street, yes.
Ooh.
Mulberry Street. So like I had good pizza in LA, and Mulberry Street's good.
That's
and so
good.
it's like a Beverly Hills. It was like $25 back like in 2007. So I'm sure that it's like $50 per pizza
Oof.
now. But seeing this, I was like, we're in for some bad pizza. Let me tell you, I had a blast with almost everything I ate except for one. There was one entree that I thought was bad, but everything else I was like, this is like the perfect middle of the road. If I was like at some sort of like meeting or some shit and there was this pizza was here, I would be like happy. I was weirdly impressed by Ameci way more than I ever thought I would be.
Interesting.
And Ameci doesn't impress me. Ameci doesn't impress anybody. This Ameci, I was fucking shocked.
I have had Ameci before. I would never have thought to review it because I would never conceive that it could be a chain of this size. Because it's like, oh yeah, there's like got to be like 3 of them in LA or whatever. But no, I had no idea that it was this big. But when I've ordered from it, it's like, oh, I got a door hanging flyer that has like a 50% off coupon. All right, sure, I'll get it for that reason. And I've always thought it's fine. Like I would never thought it was an exciting place. I thought there were so many pizza options that were readily accessible that I thought were superior. Honestly, probably rather have Domino's most of the time. But it was interesting to revisit it here, and I revisited it with an open mind. And I talked about getting cheese pizza as a baseline, which we did. Sounds like you like that cheese pizza.
I loved it.
You loved it.
I think
Loved it.
For what it is, I think that it is like, it's like if I went into, like I said, if I went into some sort of fucking, some sort of comedy bullshit meeting that we don't even do anymore, like whatever. There was our sketch group had a writers meeting. We're starting a new sketch group. There's a writers meeting, and Ameci pizza was on the table. I would be happy. It was that sort of thing where I was like, I love Domino's, but like we said before, Domino's is different than pizza. If you're craving Domino's, you're craving Domino's.
Exactly.
If you're craving pizza, you're craving pizza. And this is like such a kind of like mid-level quality pizza, and I thought that it was just really well done. It was like a nice firm slice, like you were saying. It's had some weight to it, a little bready, a little carby, but I thought there was a nice amount of sauce and cheese on there. Like, it's not a pizza that's going to blow you away. You're not going to think that this pizza is that great, but I've had so much worse pizza, and like I've gotten together with people and they've got a bunch of people pizzas, and I've had like a slice of Domino's pizza that's worse than that. I've definitely had worse pizza than that. And the other things blew me away too. The wings were good. Mm-hmm. The wings had a good fry to them. They tasted good. The cheese bites were good. There was a lot of things I liked.
I thought the cheese bites were perfunctory.
They were perfunctory.
And also I didn't like that it was clearly. So I'm expecting more of a tot, even though the description takes great pains to make it sound like something other than a tot. It said it was like a cheese potato blend.
So here's the thing: they called it the cheese munchers on the menu. That's on the website.
Muncher's a fun word.
Muncher is a fun word. I don't know why they want to take that word away from us.
Yeah, you can't say muncher anymore.
I know you can't say muncher. They're trying to take muncher away from us now.
I'll say it on the podcast: muncher, muncher.
Okay, wait tomorrow or when this goes up.
We're sorry for saying muncher. Should never have used that word.
That's you, but me, I'm on Rogan. I'm like, yeah, I still say muncher all the time. I fucking love it. Rogan's
Mitch got a comedy special? He's totally unprepared for it. He doesn't have any material.
It's like 95% is about muncher. What is muncher? We don't really know.
Cheese munchers. So this is the thing. It's on the website. It says cheese munchers. The online ordering is pretty wonky. Mm-hmm. Amelia went to the trouble of calling, God bless her, and she asked about the cheese munchers. We don't have cheese munchers.
You mean like Chalamet wonky or
you mean like Willy Wonka?
Yeah, I mean like Willy Wonka. Go on the journey for a minute, why don't you? For God's sakes.
Just trying to parse what you're saying. So
suspension of disbelief, but just go with it.
Just come with me and you will see a world of pure imagination.
I did it, Ma. Or I forget what Chalamet's Wonka line was. Wasn't it like, I'm doing it for you, Ma? Wasn't there some sort of thing with his
Yeah,
mom?
I think at the end of the movie is like, I did it, Ma. This was all for you, Ma.
Ma Wonka. Oh boy.
Okay, so the
They said there are no munchers here. They gaslit her about
they're
the
like,
munchers.
we don't have munchers. We have cheese tots.
Uh-huh.
They called those cheese tots. Those were not tots. Because when I say cheese tots, I'm thinking of tater tots with cheese on them. That's not what we received. We had basically cheese curds. We had little bites of.
Are you pissed off?
I'm a little pissed off because it's
pissed
very
off by it.
confusing.
Oh, really?
They're like little breaded cheese bites. They're basically curds.
But I got what I was expecting to get.
No.
There was like mozzarella. There was like did you want like mozzarella stick balls basically?
I thought we were going to get something closer to that, or I honestly thought what we were going to get was more of like an integrated potato/cheese sort of, hybrid.
That's kind of what they were, weren't they?
No, there was no I thought the same thing. And when I've had those, you could still feel, so tots are almost like the particle board of potato.
Yeah, sure.
And
are you leaving? Mitch got up.
I'm sorry I pissed you off. I'm so sorry I pissed you off. I was with you on the Wonka thing, bro.
All right, Mitch is leaving the room.
Not because of you specifically.
Okay, bye, Mitch.
Shit. Should I keep talking about potatoes?
Yeah.
Did he go to the bathroom?
No, he just left.
Can't see. We close the
We
curtains.
closed the curtains.
We closed the curtains so we can't see where he's
Is
going.
he mad because he liked the munchers so much, or the not munchers?
I think
Were there leftovers? Did he just go get that?
He went the opposite way of the kitchen, I think.
I legit don't know what just happened. Mitch just walked out of the studio. It was kind of a bit, but then I was like, is this not a bit?
This is
It's a
what
long
always
bit.
happens. I finally get the thing. I get to come on the thing that I've been waiting for, and it all falls apart the moment I get here.
He'll be back because
he
he left his phone.
He got it.
Okay.
He got it.
All right, he
got
went
the
and got them.
munchers.
He got the munchers. We're going to investigate the munchers.
But here's what I was really upset about with the munchers. They were clearly in a mold, and there's a little crust around them.
I got this too.
Oh, yeah, and Mitch
got a
also
piece-
got some cheesecake.
I don't know if
I got
you
a slice of cheesecake while I was out.
you procured one. Did you feel this too? There's a little edge on them
Yes.
that to me, it's like what you see sometimes. There's like a fun dessert at a lot of Thai places that are made in a little mold, like a waffle iron.
Right,
And
right.
That is so weird to me. It has like a little spaceship halo around it that is just like a crust for no
Are you
reason.
looking for potato in there?
It is potato. This is potato and cheese. It is potato and cheese. I just want to say that.
That's not just the cheese that's been kind of,
it's congealed.
solidified a little bit. It's congealed.
It's congealed a little bit, but it is potato and cheese in here.
So let me taste one. Give
Yeah.
me half of that bad boy. Let's just show one to Gilly too.
Do you want to?
I mean,
There
they're
you go.
cold.
Yeah, we'll just put that.
They've been in the fridge, just so you know.
There you go.
Thank you. We tried to not touch it very much, and then in turn just touched it so much.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
No, I was.
It's minimally potato-y.
This is insane. I actually like it better cold.
It is a little better.
Wow. I thought the munchers. I thought they did a good job with the munchers.
Not supposed to call them that.
Fuck.
You're gonna get a call from Angelo.
Angelo Ameci. I
I like that a lot better cold.
It is better cold. Weirdly.
I liked them. I knew what was coming though. The mozzarella was like mozzarella. It was like a mozzarella brick, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was like
I actually thought that looked cool.
yeah, me too.
A fun,
Why-
sometimes just changing the shape of a food can do so much.
Wise wouldn't let us get it.
We could have gotten it.
Yeah.
You could have had your input to the order.
I'll say this. I said my input to the order.
Yeah, which was getting an Italian salad. That's what you wanted.
You put out he put out a list of food.
I was just looking at the menu. I was like, hey, here's some big things that we could get.
And you know what?
I saw cheese munchers.
I'm
That's a
about to
specific
fucking
thing. Let's get it.
compliment you.
All right, go
I
for
thought
it.
you knocked it out of the park.
Thank you.
And I was the one who said, how about a salad, which is it's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
But you listed all the things. I thought that there was like an Italian sausage sub, which maybe would have been, but you're not eating pork.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not sure. I think the meatballs were beef meatballs, so I
Yeah.
think you were fine. But there were a couple subs that looked interesting, but I thought that the order you put down was great. A cheese pizza, classic cheese pizza as a baseline.
Mm-hmm.
You were getting kind of a different, interesting pizza.
You got a
I got
cauliflower crust with cheese, garlic, mushrooms, and black olives. Your standard topping combo.
I got my standard topping combo, not my standard below combo. I don't normally get cauliflower crust, but I think we're making headway, and I wanted to try it. I also I am pre-diabetic, which is the most boring thing to talk about. I wish I didn't say it just now. I hate that I said it. I'm so sorry.
Welcome to our world.
So boring. What, being boring?
Oh, no, being pre-diabetic and boring.
And boring,
yes,
both the combo.
So I was like, if I can learn something as we're doing this podcast, and I thought it was quite good. And who was that? Who's gluten-free? Who ate some of it?
So yes, Anya, the Wire Queen, she liked the gluten-free crust. She was like, "This is good." She endorsed it.
She really seemed to enthusiastically endorse it. Is it anyone's preferred crust? I don't think so.
No.
But when it's done well, there's sort of like a chewiness. Like if you like stale chips, like I do, I'll open a bag and walk away for a month. I just ate some tortilla chips that like could bend if I tried to. Like they wouldn't snap if I.
You're losing me slightly,
really
but I can get a little bit stale. I thought that this pizza was very well done. Like it was cooked almost. It was almost burnt.
The regular crust.
I thought yours was almost burnt.
Oh yes, and I think you have to with that crust. Like you got to do weird stuff to it.
It was a cauliflower. I was impressed. It was a cauliflower crust. I was eating it, and I was like, I don't taste cauliflower that much. I thought they did a good job. Overall, I'm surprised that you guys didn't like this. The thing to me which was bad was the fettuccine Alfredo.
Fettuccine Alfredo, I thought tasted putrid. I don't
know about putrid.
I thought it was gross. I did not like it.
It just didn't taste like almost anything.
Yeah.
It was like that made it gross.
That is the crime that is constantly committed with fettuccine Alfredo. I hate when you eat like a fried food or an Alfredo, something that's super rich, and it tastes like nothing.
Yeah.
Like it literally just needs maybe more salt or something. Like, have you ever had a good fettuccine? I have not.
I've had good fettuccine, but not a fettuccine Alfredo is not my favorite. We basically got it because there weren't a lot of options that weren't red sauces, and everything else we were getting was tomato sauce.
We said that or chicken Alfredo.
I thought it was a great order.
Did you pull the trigger on fettuccine Alfredo? Is that
because we had the buffalo wings. So I was like, okay, we're trying some chicken. Yeah.
Where did you do this? Is it a secret side chain with Amelia? Where was it?
No, we were just decided we're talking in person. We're waiting for you to get here.
Oh. Now it's because I was late. We had to get the order together.
I did want to try the mozzarella sticks because I think something flat like that, instead of it being like a finger, it was like a credit card.
Yeah, sure.
If I'm describing the shapes in a gross enough way.
Yeah.
That like hitting your tongue that way could be really nice. But I already ordered a medium pizza and I didn't know we were sharing it all. And I thought that was already a little greedy. And I cannot do a personal pan. I think personal pan pizzas,
I don't like it. No, I agree.
It ruins it's like so much more crust to center toppings and cheese.
I agree.
It's such a sad like delivery at your table. You're like, I'm getting 6 bites that isn't crust here.
Yeah.
So
Pizza Hut used to do a good
medium.
one back in the day. But of course, you can look. It's like walking into Wonka's factory.
Right.
You thank Ma, and then you have you can have anything you want.
Okay.
Thanks, Ma, for helping me, Willy Wonky, achieve my dream.
Oh, back to the wonky thing.
It's really funny when he does it.
We were happy that you got your own pie because we also wanted to try some stuff. I thought the meatball sub was a good choice to try the meatballs.
Yeah. Would the whale have approved?
We weren't watching porno while we were eating it, so I feel like he probably would have been a little upset that we didn't have some porno on.
Right.
The whale loves porno.
The whale loves watching porno and eating meatball subs.
Jacking off.
Have you seen the whale?
That's cute for him. I missed the whale.
Okay. Well, the whale, it's like he's just he likes to watch a laptop on his porno, and he like beats off and then blows his load in his sweatpants, and then eats a big meatball sub and has a heart attack.
Yeah.
And then he's like, read my daughter's essay, and then someone reads his daughter's essay about Moby Dick.
And then also he floats at one point.
He floats at the end.
I don't like pointing out when people misspeak, but you just said he watches laptop on his porno.
He watches porno on his laptop. Yeah.
I was like, maybe, like for his thing is he works on a porn set and it's just a bunch of like
he's numb to it, so he's just looking at he's buried in his laptop. He's looking at a Google sheet while everyone's doing the porno.
We can't let the whale on a porno set. He would not be able to.
No, he would not be. He'd have a heart attack.
Yeah. His heart attacks are a big part of the movie. Yeah. Anyway, I think the whale actually would have approved the meatball sub. I thought the meatball sub was good.
I thought it was good.
It was good.
I'm surprised that everyone. I ordered this. I ordered the Italian salad, and I ordered creamy Italian dressing. Now I have a complaint here because they didn't have the creamy Italian dressing. The dressing they gave was pretty light. I don't know if you guys tried it at all. It was like very oil-based, and you could barely taste almost anything.
The problem with those dressings is it comes in a little to-go container, and you're seeing all these like good herbs and, spices at the bottom.
Yeah,
And you need to like do a quick stir and a pour. I believe that's an episode of Friends where they try instant coffee because the perk is closed.
Right.
So they have to like constantly stir and sip. This is some sitcom. It's not ringing a bell to either one of you guys.
No, I remember this.
Ameci's?
This was Ameci's, yeah.
This is Ameci's. But yeah, if you could put the lid on and give it a good shake, but like that's risky that it's just going to come flying off. I feel like no one takes the time to do that. So
you could see the herbs and spices in there, though. The Colonel would approve. It looked good.
At least 12, and I don't think it's a secret. But you need to stir it before you pour it.
Yes.
And no one's taking the time to do that. So you're just doing pure oil.
Yeah,
no
it was a
flavor.
lot of oil was coming out. Stir it before you pour it. I like that. It is always better with the dressings. There was too much in that container, like you were saying. I got the herbs and stuff like that. It still was just kind of a weak dressing. And the salad, though, I'll say this. That salad. You think about Domino's, you think about any other place. I mean, Domino's, you can maybe get a salad, right? But
you can.
But I'm just like, that salad was comparatively, that looked like a good salad.
It was a good salad.
It's
Looks like you
interesting.
didn't try it.
But I
bragging about how you ordered it.
I ate the cheese off the top of it.
Good.
I thought it was it was composed well. There was some fava. What was in there? Not fava beans. Garbanzo.
Yeah, I think
beans.
some garbanzo beans and like some Roma tomatoes. I mean, I was not impressed by the salad. I guess I just I feel like you can get a good salad so many places, and I guess it's like this kind of pizza place just has to have a salad. That's the expectation that we're gonna have an Italian salad, we're gonna have a Greek salad, we're gonna have some. But I was just like, this is not a thing I would ever see fit to order. In fact, I feel like I have better luck having a bag of greens from the grocery store. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if I need to pay $15
You're
for
real
this from
grumpus today.
for takeaways. No, I'm in a fine mood. I'm just trying to evaluate this place, and I think like the Italian salad and the fettuccine alfredo are the kind of things where you look at this place and it is like its website kind of frozen in time. The world has kind of passed it by in that regard. You can get better pizza, better pasta, you can get better salads a lot of places now, and so what's just kind of offered as a toss on at a pizza parlor, it isn't really up to par anymore.
You do sound mad.
I'm pretty mad.
I did like the salad, and it's for exactly the reason why you said it met expectations.
Sure.
Growing up at my pizza party, whatever slumber party I'm talking about, my mom would have had a grocery bag salad kit. She would not have ordered the salad from the pizza place.
Yeah.
I don't think that was out. I think that was out of frugality.
Sure.
Not out of I don't like the salad.
Yes.
To me, the iceberg was fresh.
Yeah.
The tomato wasn't mushy. I never do the Greek salad, even though I love a Greek salad, because I don't want to trust them to have firm cucumber. That's asking too much.
Yeah.
And this was a salad that did not rely on super firm freshness.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was a ton of cheese. Those black olives are mimicking the pizza. You have a little through line through the two items.
Gilli's knocking out of the park.
And I love a little bit of salad. I love a performative amount of salad next to 2 to 3 slices of pizza. I think it is perfect.
I'm with you 100%. You're a grumpus. You're dressed up.
I'm not being grumpus.
It's
You
not
dress
a
up
good
all
salad.
happy.
If I'm
it's not a good salad.
if I'm in the writer's room and I ordered that for lunch, I'm so bummed.
That would be a horrible meal.
And that's so bummed.
Yeah.
Which are we asking our salads to fill in as a whole meal
No,
all the time?
Not always.
That's the salad you're getting from there.
I knew what I was getting. I'm just saying, I'm not impressed with that kind of salad, the salad that every pizza place has. The buffalo wings, I agree, were pretty good execution of a buffalo wing. They had good fry to them. I like mine with a little less breading, but I thought they were well sauced, and I like that. Hey, big old jacuzzi ranch they gave you. So I like that for the dipping. Yes, we also have a cheesecake that we can taste. I'm surprised you went with the cheesecake over the cannoli, which feels a little bit more Italian specific.
I just said they had both. Amelia went with it.
Wow, it was Amelia's executive decision. Maybe that's what they had, because again, they didn't have everything they had in the menu.
I do like a cheesecake better than a cannoli.
Yeah.
Where Desano's have. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, we've been to Desano.
We were just talking about Desano's.
Desano's has it's a pizza parlor where you can dine in, but it's still a pretty casual atmosphere. But yeah, they have.
That's usually where I go for my birthday.
Yes.
Gilly.
Oh, that's a great. They've got big long tables. You can get a big group or a
big old
small
gathering
one.
there.
I don't want to presume what your birthdays look like.
It's a small table. And you know what? Wags came last year.
I come all the time.
That's good.
I'm there most years.
Great.
That's a good cheesecake. I wonder if that's made in-house or if they buy it from somewhere. Either way, it's good.
I was just going to say, could this possibly be Trader Joe's?
Yeah, it's totally possible.
The hell is this hate?
Good.
I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying, like a lot of these places aren't making their own desserts in-house.
You're dressed up like a happy child and you're giving shit to fucking Ameci.
Why are you so defensive of Ameci, a place you never had before today?
I liked it. It was fun.
It was fine.
Amici's was fun. You know how I am with Italians. I'm not so sure about them. And this place kind of, it impressed me. It's like, trapped in time. It's it definitely feels dated.
Yeah.
But I thought the quality of the food was actually pretty good. Pretty damn good.
Well, let's get to our final thoughts on Ameci Pizza and Pasta. So, Gilly, here's how this will work.
That is good.
I'm still
like
rocking
cheesecakes.
on that bite.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
good cheesecake.
Guys,
A little bit of a different film on
You wanna
top,
try?
soft in the middle, that
Yeah.
very soft graham
Nice
cracker
texture
bottom.
to it.
this is my fork, if you guys don't care.
Man, that sort of, I'm a little shocked.
It's good.
I like a cheesecake too.
Cheesecakes are hard to make too, so I feel like the chances of a pizza place baking cheesecakes in the back is probably not happening.
I'm feeling pretty firm that was made like at a factory.
Yeah, for sure.
And not in a bad way. Let the factory make the cheesecake.
Yeah.
I don't need a grandma sweating over my cheesecake.
No, it's quality.
Oh,
Casey's doing the thing.
Krager loves it.
Oh, yeah.
Gregor loves it.
Gregor's doing it. Gregor might be Italian. He's doing the hands thing.
I am half Italian.
Oh wow!
You insulted his people. Before my grandpa chose the name Nissim, my name would have been Gilli Venezia,
Wow.
which is Venice.
Wow.
I love that.
I think it's pretty great. She's like maybe a magician.
Okay.
She's definitely not a comedy writer. I don't know what she is, but she's not a comedy writer. Okay, wait.
Hey, Wags, leave the gun. Bring the cannolis. How about leave the gun? Bring the cheesecake.
There you go.
I think
Jenny
you gotta
likes
change
the
it up.
cheesecake. She just licked it all off my finger.
Wow.
Cute.
Her opinion matters the most.
Cute. Hey, buddy, the NFL season is finally here, and our partner Underdog Fantasy wants to make it a lot more exciting. Join the millions of fans that have played on Underdog last year, and with their Pick'em game, you could win money by making sports picks. Wow. Better than a Roth IRA. You could win up to 1,000 times your money just by choosing higher or lower on player stats like touchdowns, receiving yards, interceptions, and much more. Create entries of only NFL picks or mix and match across your other favorite sports. Underdog is available in 30 plus states, including California, where I live, Florida, and Texas. Those are 3 of our biggest states, folks. And they also have multiple NFL teams. How about that? Anyway, here are our picks for NFL Week 2, courtesy of the Walking Lock, Amelia Marino. Wow. New customers can pair our picks with this Caleb Williams free pick. Caleb Williams just needs 1 yard for this pick to win. That's a lock. Underdog is dropping a promo every day in September, so keep an eye on your lobby. Underdog is the place to play, so sign up now and deposit using promo code Doughboys to get up to $1,000 in bonus cash and a free pick. Okay, we'll get to our final thoughts on Ameci Pizza and Pasta. Gilly will each give our closing arguments, if you will, our summation of all of our thoughts of this chain from our lifetime of experiences, including this meal, and then give it a score from 0 to 5 forks. You are our guest. We'll begin with you. Your thoughts, your fork score.
0 to 5.
0 to 5.
Okay.
5 is the most.
I'm going to borrow something from what you said a little bit earlier, that, Taco Bell is not necessarily Mexican food. It's something else, or like Domino's isn't necessarily pizza. It's something else. To me, this is the beginning of pizza. This is when we've left the Domino's Pizza Hut realm of like, this is just sort of like in another category. We are now entering real pizza category. And the first stop on a long journey is Ameci's Pizza.
Sure.
And I'm so happy to hit this stop. It's a great rest stop on the journey. I'm giving it a solid 3.
3 forks.
I love it.
Wow.
What a
good
great
score.
breakdown, too.
Appreciate it.
How the hell did we not have you on sooner? Wags, I can't
We're doing
believe
it now.
Stop
Don't blame
apologizing.
me.
I can't
Don't
believe
stop.
you.
All right, Mitch, what do you think? Your thoughts, your fork
I
score.
gotta borrow something from my old friend James Taylor.
Mhm.
Winter, spring, summer, fall. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there.
Are we getting DMCA'd yet?
You got Ameci. Ameci. You got a friend.
Yes.
I've heard that for friend, as I've learned in this episode, is Ameci. I love that this place is trapped in time. I really thought it was, I mean, maybe I was so prepared to have such a bad lunch, and I thought that it was like quality food, and it was still decently hot when we were eating it. Everything about it, I just think it's like a perfect place. If I was at some sort of dumb meeting, or it was like whatever, a neighborhood meeting, they're complaining about me.
Yes, right.
I go to this neighborhood meeting.
There's a monster that lurks up here.
Let's invite the monster.
What are you guys talking about? They scream as I walk in. And there was Amici's there, and there was slices of Amici's. I'd be like, that's pretty fucking good. I would enjoy it. That's the type of tier it is. I think it's the sort of thing too of like, if I had a big party and there was like I had some people over the Oscars.
Yeah.
I don't know if you watched the Oscars this year.
I did see the Oscars.
It was a great show.
It was great. It was
Instead
really
of
good.
a statue, they give you a rating 1 from 10.
It was a great time watching the Oscars, but I ordered pizza, and I believe that I got, and I do love this pizza. Quarter Sheets is my favorite, I believe, in town right now, but Prime Pizza. I ordered Prime Pizza. I ordered
Prime's
like 5 or 6 Prime Pizzas. Prime Pizza is great. It cost me like almost $300 with everything.
Surprised all your limbs are intact because you paid an arm and a leg.
Why? I 100% agree with you. That was the issue. I could get what? How many Ameci pizzas and probably the same thing for half the price is my guess. Not that it's super cheap, but it still is cheaper. Jemmy just will stare at you.
Funny.
I know.
I'm sorry.
Jimmy's being very funny.
The issue with the show is that she is often more funny than us.
She's way more entertaining.
She looks stoned, kind of too.
Is it from the cheesesteak?
I wonder why.
She lives with me.
You were being so passionate and interesting, and then I accidentally locked eyes with Tom, and she drew me in. I'm so
and she's
sorry.
like has her eyes like kind of half open. She looks very funny. She's being very cute.
She's got her like neck pulled back a little bit. Like if I do it, it's how I would get a double chin, or how I would continue to have a double chin. And she's just kind of doing that and closing her eyes.
She's being very cute.
She's being very cute.
Okay, Mitch, I'm so sorry.
I mean, she looks very. And her eyes are. Look, I don't have that much more to say. I think that I think it's a damn good. I think it's a what's it called? Shit. Time capsule.
Mm-hmm.
It's a time capsule.
Yeah.
But it's stuck in time, Wags. Turtles in time. It's there. It reminds me of the 80s. It reminds me of early 90s. I love it. It's the first time having it. I'm sure that you can have this and it cannot be good.
Yeah.
I've had Domino's when it hasn't been good. I've had like all these pizza chains that you can get a bad experience with it. We had a good experience, and for what it is, I'm actually going 3.5 forks.
3.5 forks. Wow.
I liked it quite a bit.
I like how you just threw in Turtles in Time in the middle of their reference to the Teenage Mutant Ninja
Time
Turtles
capsule.
beat 'em up.
Look,
You got pizza on the brain.
I got pizza on the brain. I got to say this. I got Krang's body, we've said before. If you come to L.A., don't get Amici's Pizza.
No, yeah, of course not.
Yeah, like it's like, because people have been like, I'm going to do a Doughboys tour or whatever. Don't get Amici's. You shouldn't get Amici's. Go to Quarter Sheets. If you're delivering pizza one night, get some Prime Pizza. Apollonia's, go down there, try that out.
Oh, yeah.
But you don't have to get Amici's. But if you live here, it serves a purpose, Wags. It does.
I think that's well argued, Mitch. I'm also waiting for some dipshit on the subreddit to be like, I went to Ameci like they recommended and it wasn't good. What the fuck are you doing?
Fucking idiot.
Listen to the show, you idiots.
Don't come to California because of us. Don't come at all, actually.
Sus went 2.5 forks. Anya seemed pretty positive.
That piece of shit. He came in also, by the way, took half of the meatball sub I wanted. I was like, this fucking... He
took a full half of the meatball sub?
He just came in and fucking bouldered in, fucking ate the food.
Sorry.
He didn't put in any... He didn't put in an order with us. He just assumed he was... Which he was right.
I guess I just mentioned that Susser gave it 2.5 forks, and this is the first mention that he was here. But people could maybe just assume that Susser was here. Susser showed up. Susser texted, "What time is food coming?" And then he showed up.
He showed up.
Just imagine he has his own little entrance to the studio. He can just slip in and out for mealtime.
Bigger door. Look, we're always happy to see him.
Always happy to see him.
It was nice, but he was like pointing at everything, trying to get me to get him everything. I was annoyed. But 2.5, I think it's a little low.
He went 2.5 forks. Anya did really like the gluten-free crust, which I was surprised she reviewed it so favorably as someone who's had a lot of GF. To what you're saying, Mitch, I got to reference our friends, the Golden Girls. Thank you for being Ameci. Traveled down that road and back, Ameci. Your sub is true. You got salad and also calzone.
That's true.
And if you made some pasta, invited everyone
Wait,
you
what?
chew.
Everyone you chew?
Yeah. You would see the biggest slice would be for me.
And the cheese attached would say, thank you for being Ameci. All right, which one's which? Blanche?
Yeah, I'm
Wait.
Blanche. I'm the horny one.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, Blanche. Wait, I didn't mean Blanche. I meant Dorothy.
Dorothy's the dumb one. I'm not the
No,
dumb one.
no, that's Rose.
That's Rose.
I was going to say I'm Rose.
Oh, you're Rose. Yeah. Okay, then I'm Dorothy, yeah. But Dorothy's also tall.
You jumped on me
Dorothy's
being
like
Rose quick.
Dorothy's like the one that keeps them all like alive and in check. She's kind of the mom.
Yeah, she's
I
the
think.
B. She's the B.
Dorothy
Arthur.
is,
She's the B. Arthur.
She's the B. Arthur.
She's got the little tiny mom.
Yeah.
I got to say, I think she's MVP. When
did
I
have
was
a little
younger, I
tiny
loved
grandma.
Rose, and she is so funny. But Betty White.
Yeah, Betty
rest
White's
in
great,
peace.
yeah.
But actually, all Golden Girls rest in peace at this point. But B. Arthur is so funny on that
B.
show.
Arthur's amazing.
They're all so
They're all
funny.
so good.
I'm going to say I'm the Sophia. I'm just going to come
You're Sophia.
in and just punch you both in the nuts and then shuffle out.
So
Sophia maybe.
She's Blanche.
That makes Jemmy Blanche, yeah.
Jemmy,
Yeah.
you horny little thing.
But it's not just that she's horny, it's that everybody wants to fuck her.
She did that face
Right.
again afterwards.
She's doing that face. And we're locked eyes again.
It's fun to think of Jemmy having a Ruth McClanahan internal monologue.
Yeah.
Oh, heavens me, I sure would like a bone.
I sound just like all my ex-husbands.
All that said, I agree with Susser. I think this is 2.5 forks. And I will say that because I think 2.5 on the 5-fork scale is right in the middle. I think this place is right in the middle. I think it's right at the top of the bell curve. This is exactly average pizza. And I think a lot of the other stuff is perfunctory, to borrow your word. And I just feel like there's no reason for me to ever get this place unless I have a coupon. But if I'm going to indulge in pizza, even as someone who lives within delivery range of an Ameci, I can just think of other options that I would get. So I don't know. I'm glad some people like it, and I'm glad it's a decent value. For me, this is a 2.5 forker.
I thought you were going to go way lower.
I would not go lower than 2.5.
I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I maybe shouldn't have chosen a place that I have like a personal attachment to, but
Yeah.
I did, and I do. And I'm so glad you both didn't like totally hate it.
I thought it was fun.
And I didn't bring this up before, but it just hit me when you were talking about like the nostalgia of it all. Chuck E. Cheese pizza.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese pizza, sure.
It feels very on that level where you're like, this is better than it could have been. I'm trapped in this place right now. Do you guys agree? Or is it too great?
Where you're saying trapped in this place being Doughboys for
Doughboys
you?
No,
studio?
you're trapped in a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, sure.
We went to Chuck E. Cheese together. It was a very awful experience because
You
Don't
did.
go as an accompanied,
It was
didn't have
unaccompanied
kids.
adult. Yeah, don't do that.
I have, but again, it's tough out there to be a man. We found the two
Hell
places,
yeah.
Italy and a Chuck E. Cheese without a child, are the two places on earth where it's actually worse for you. But yeah, I can flow through those spaces pretty easily. I look like a mom or a babysitter. But yeah, same idea where it's like, it just feels good to be eating this pie. And it could be worse.
For sure. Hey, that was a review of Ameci Pizza and Pasta.
Hold on. This is what Sus said. I'm
Yes,
just going to
please.
say this. Let's just say you came across any random pizza and pasta place anywhere. What are the chances it would be worse I'm sorry, what are the chances it would be worse than Ameci's or better?
Is this you or Susser?
I think 50-50, and I think he's wrong.
You think you think he's wrong?
I think he's wrong. There's
you think
so
half
much
of the pizza places are worse
I think
than
there's
this?
so much bad pizza that I actually think that it's actually probably on the better side.
That's kind of an indictment of pizza at large, I feel.
Yeah, that's like it's a sorry state of pizza that we're in. Is that
LA has gotten more and more better pizza. There's great pizza like the place I mentioned before. Secret Pizza I didn't mention. There's a lot of good pizza spots. But I think that if you're going by like a random sit-down place, if you're not including Domino's or Pizza
that's
Hut
what
or
I need
whatever,
to know. Are you including Pizza Hut or Domino's in that?
I guess maybe you'd have to, right? I don't know. So if you put that into it, I don't know. I think it's better than most.
I think it's perfectly fine, and that's where it lands with a 3-fork average among the three of us. It's time for a segment. This is Slop Quiz, the Palate. This is compiled by Amelia Marino, our associate producer. Mitch and Gilli are given a palette of colors and must determine the fast food logo to which it corresponds. Note, all palettes are for current logos as of May 2024, except for question number 1. Question number 1 is the only one that's a throwback.
Oh my God, fun.
You said producer like I said it.
I was going to say, you switched into Mitch. You said producer.
Emmer, stop correcting me.
I'm sorry.
I keep forgetting Casey's fake name, which
Kreger. Yeah.
You mean his real name?
Oh, his real name. Sorry. This sounds like a fun one.
Yeah. All right. This is the palette. Here we go. First up. And buzz in with your name if you think you know.
Mitch.
I heard Mitch.
Shit.
Taco Bell.
Yes, you are correct. This is the
No
old
way.
school Taco Bell colorway.
Oh my God, it is. I hate the new one without
I don't
the color.
like the new one
it
as
looks
much.
faded.
I know,
It looks
I
like
know.
the sun bleached the color out.
I agree. It's less fun.
Faded is also like a word for something that looks bad, right? Like
Yeah,
it,
that's
right?
faded.
Yeah, it's
Means
faded.
Stoned.
Yeah, that's what I always think of it as.
Oh, right. That's what it is.
I'm pretty competitive and also bad at things, so this game is gonna really rile
Okay.
me up.
Well, don't worry. I'm also
Wow,
bad
you
at
were
things.
so good at that.
Mitch is very competitive. Next up.
Dong.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, shit.
Mitch.
Gilli.
I heard Mitch.
Well, no, we'll give it to Gilli.
No,
Gilli, go
I
ahead.
said it a minute after you. You have to go.
I want to give our guests a chance. I know what it
pity
is.
one? Okay, I think is it A and W? AW, whatever?
Can-
Not
can Mitch
A&W.
say one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Burger King.
It is Burger King.
Nice.
Mitch takes
Oh my
it.
I
God.
don't know if you saw this, Mitch, but I just realized that the clue was in the corner when I opened it. It says Burger King.
Oh, I did not see that.
Well, now I can't even read that with glasses on, but
Okay,
I'm
cool.
gonna, now I'm going to try to
I moved
cheat.
it off screen so this shouldn't happen again.
Burger
But
King.
yeah,
next
Burger
up.
King.
Wow, God. Gilli.
I heard Gilli.
Chevron gas
You're not wrong.
They sell food.
It's true.
They're
They
not
got the
wrong.
last mile store, right?
I don't know if
What's
they're
the
considered
Chevron
a
store?
fast food restaurant.
No, I just don't want to lose, even though I'm bad at this.
I think I know what this is too.
Go
but
ahead, Mitch.
This is a little tricky.
Don't
is it
let me-
Domino's?
Not Domino's. No, this is the current colorway for Wendy's.
Wendy's. Oh my
okay.
God! Of course.
This is tough because these blocks have no respect for ratio.
Yeah, I should
Oh,
describe
I'm so
to
mad at myself.
I should describe to our listeners what we're seeing here. Let's go to the next one. So what we have here is 5 or 6 different vertical
Gilli.
blocks of color. It's like a paint swath and of just solid colors, and they break down the individual components of a logo. I heard Gilli buzzing on this one.
I think I cheated by doing that. Is it Del Taco?
It is Del Taco.
Wow.
Gilli's on the board. It is 2 to
I care
1.
so much
Wow.
about this now.
That one was a little Irishy to me. I was gonna guess some fucking Irish.
It
chain.
is a little bit.
Oy,
Okay.
ta-ta.
Yeah, it does. I'm going to Ireland next week.
Whoa, what are you gonna do there?
Where are you going?
I'm gonna get really drunk. I'm going with Betsy, Mono, and Tony.
Oh, that's fun.
Wow.
What a crew.
I know. I really hope I can survive it. Yeah, we're just going to.
Let me get in on that. Can I come?
Yeah, you want to come? I'm going to get $130 at Taco Bell.
It would be funny if I went next week. We have like 3 records a week right now.
Okay. Sorry, I feel good that I got one. for real.
What should we got? Where are you going to Dublin?
We're going to Dublin. We're
Mhm.
going to. I already forget all the names. Killarney,
Yeah.
Cork,
Yeah.
Kilkenny.
You're doing the southern route. This is what I did. You're going to where my family is from.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I mean, anyone we should say hi to?
There you could go to the Donovan farm if you want to.
Wait, that's so cool. What do they
Yeah.
do on the farm?
This guy Gus works there.
I don't think you know
He's
what they do.
He's like a guy like a
They grow Gus's.
it was a cow farm, I believe, at one point. I don't know how much, but like we went there and it was like kind of like a big Irish version of me, basically, that was
Awesome.
there, that lived lived in the house with his mom, and I think he lives there alone now. But a very nice man.
Jesus. I think the men and women of Ireland, I think I'm going to go over very well in Ireland, and I'm really excited to give them a chance to.
Are you going to the Cliffs of Moher?
We're going to the Cliffs of Moher. We're not sleeping in Galway, but we're going to hit it on our way to Killarney.
Okay. Are you going to Kinsale?
I don't think so. We're doing something called Dingle or the Circle of Dingle or Circle of Kerry.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know this because we're going in less than a week.
Is there any sort of agenda for this, or are you just going for funsies?
It will be Betsy's birthday while we're there.
Oh, that's fun.
She's going to have her birthday in Cork.
Yeah.
But in general, like
that's
we're
my hometown.
Yeah, very, very lucky, but we all travel and now we're going to do it together. And,
How fun.
That's so exciting.
And if you just
What a crew.
cross your arms over your chest and let us pack you into a box.
Here you come. We'll feed you rats.
Let us put a bunch of chains around the box. Lower you in with the crane. This could be you too.
I think I'm in a grave finally. Here we go. Peace.
You should be shipped with like some sarcophagus that's going from like the British Museum or from here back there.
We get back from the trip, they're like, how do I go? He's like, he stayed in the fucking crate the whole time.
Yeah, he
never
loved
left
it.
the crate.
We kept telling him about how good the buffet was, and he said, I'm fine.
Came out at night occasionally. You're gonna have a blast. Kinsale is a very nice, but it's very laid back. I think you guys are gonna be wanting to party more.
I mean, there's only so much partying we can do to the point where I'm actually starting to have, I don't know if you have this sometimes where like, I'm excited to party, but I'm getting anxious that I won't be able to take a break.
Yeah.
And I might need to like tug on someone's sleeve and be like, I'm going to go by myself for 2 hours.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back. But I'm going to go just sort of like put myself away and be quiet.
But you're all
2 hours.
adults, so I think you can have those
We
conversations.
can
You're all
communicate.
Friends,
It's important to be able to communicate with the people you're traveling with. Okay, sorry.
I have the issue of I got my what were these levels? Hold on here. I got my ferritin levels back, which are my liver, like for my liver.
Yeah.
They're pretty high. 250. That's what I scored.
What's the normal range?
274. It's 21.8 to 274 is the normal range. So
so you're on the high end of normal. So you're okay.
No, it's not good. My IgA is high too.
I wish we all had like the way you could use a breathalyzer to test. I wish we had like a thermostat for the liver of just like, I should take a break tonight, but tomorrow I'm good to go.
Sure.
Yes.
That'd be nice to not have to go to a doctor for that.
I'm borderline fatty liver. I do a show about fast food and chain restaurants, but the doctor did say he's like, when you like drink booze, it's gonna like fuck you up so much more. I was like, oh, that like makes so much sense.
Right.
Because I've been like killing myself for like a decade. But anyways, Ireland, you're gonna drink a lot, but it is gonna be very fun. I'm from Cork and Munster Island, basically.
We were right.
All right.
Cool.
That was number 4 of 10. Let's go to the next one.
That's why he wants to keep moving it along. Ooh, this is tricky. Oh, I know it. Mitch.
Yes.
White Castle.
Mitch is correct. This is White Castle.
Oh, sorry, I'm screaming.
Next colorway after this.
Ooh.
This is a little...
Gilli?
I heard Gilli.
I think I already guessed this, so I feel crazy, but is it A&W?
It's not A&W.
God, why am I guessing that for everything?
It's not Arby's because of the pink.
White,
There's
orange,
a pretty strong indicator
tan,
here.
pink, and brown.
There's a strong indicator?
Yeah.
Gilli? Am I allowed to say
Yeah,
that?
Yeah, why not?
I was going to say Baskin Robbins, but that's not a fast food chain. So I'm just guessing random shit.
Well, Baskin Robbins would qualify as a guess. That we have reviewed Baskin Robbins. It's not
Now
Baskin Robbins.
You put me in my head with the... You said there's a strong indicator.
You're also
here.
closer to Baskin
Yeah, you are
Robbins than
you're
you
pretty
think.
close because it is the same company these days.
Dunkin' Donuts. Mitch.
Oh,
Yeah, it is Dunkin' Donuts.
That
I
much
can't-
pink.
I can't believe
there's
that I
an
didn't get it.
apostrophe of pink.
I do think the donuts used to, when it was
Yeah, the
Dunkin'
donuts
Donuts,
was more.
donuts was in pink.
This is the coffee logo, which is a little different.
Is that what you're saying? That the pink was the indicator?
pink, yeah.
That was such a tricky thing because I was thinking, whatever. That was tough.
I'm also...
It's my hometown.
Oh.
Okay, we've got
You're
another
also what?
one.
What were you going to say? You're also what? What were you going to say?
I was going to say,
Do I give Mitch a point for that one? We give him a hint. I'll give him a point.
Yeah, he gets the point. I was going to say, I'm like pretending like I know all versions of these logos, and I don't.
All right, we've got another one. This is like a mint, a white, a forest green, and a red.
Gilli.
I heard Gilli.
Sbarro.
It's not Sbarro, but that's a
good
good guess.
Yes, that is a great
It looks
guess.
very Italian.
I can't believe it's not Sbarro. Dunkin' Donuts is my hometown place. I should know it.
That's pretty sweet. Cork and Munster.
Ooh, is this Starbucks?
No, this isn't Starbucks. This is Krispy Kreme.
Oh,
Famous
of course, the
Krispy
red.
Kreme
That
colorway.
I was wondering if
Wow.
there was like if the Little Mermaid had like hot red lips or something.
I knew a guy who worked at the first Krispy Kreme in my hometown. I'm
Whoa.
not saying the first Krispy Kreme, just
Oh,
the
never
first
mind.
one near Taft High School in SoCal.
Wow.
And he put a spoon under the wall, the waterfall of glaze for me.
That's cool.
Nothing better has happened since.
Krispy Kreme.
How'd it taste?
Too much.
Yeah.
But just seeing the wall get interrupted by a spoon
Yeah.
and then there's like a little gap of you could see through. That's maybe one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen.
Wags and I went and we visited and we both fell in and we got sucked up the tube.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Yeah.
Wait, I know Wonka's ma.
Willy
Should I
Wonky
call?
came out.
Yeah.
yeah, Wonky,
Thanked his mom
nice old Wonky.
that it was for her.
Oh,
Next up. All right.
damn.
We've got a couple of shades of blue. We got a red. We got a white. We got a gold or a kind of
What the fuck is
what
this
the
one?
orangey yellow maybe.
Oh God. Oh, I want to be good.
I would not get this one, I will say, knowing what it is.
Oh,
If anyone wants to just take a wild guess.
I was like Foster's Freeze or something crazy, but I don't think it's that.
Sonic.
It's not Sonic.
Ooh,
That's a
good
good
guess.
guess. And honestly,
Good guess.
Foster's Freeze is a good guess
You guys
too.
keep telling me it's a good guess. You know what a good guess is? Being right.
Foster's Freeze and Sbarro were both good guesses. They were good. We're mad at you. They were good, right,
Yeah.
Okay,
Wags?
fine. We're gonna
Although
fight.
you guessed Foster's Freeze, so you're complimenting
Oh,
yourself.
Foster's Freeze was a great guess. I'm gonna go with I mean,
Damn.
I don't.
This one is Krager Emery. Did
Dairy
either of you know
Queen.
it?
Sorry, I blew
Man.
it.
No,
I
it's okay. This is
spoiled
Dairy
it.
Queen. Did either of you
How
know
the
this
fuck do
one?
we
I would
say
not.
I would not
Dairy
have gotten
Queen?
this
Blue
one.
threw me off.
No.
Honestly,
it's just-
the orange color.
the orange is really-
The orange is the
off-putting.
one that got me.
Because it's such a small
Yeah.
element of the overall logo, but when it's given
That was
equal
the
weight, it
Duncan
really
issue.
misdirects
I
you.
wonder
Yeah.
if it were a pie chart. If I bet you I would do just as poorly.
Yeah, where if the same proportion of the pie
Yes.
chart was the
Oh,
color
so
that's
the
that's in
biggest
interesting.
slice would be the
Yeah.
darker blue. The next big, yeah. I
Pie
wonder
chart would
if
be fun.
that would be more of a hint.
All right, next up.
Mitch.
Ugh.
Arby's?
Not Arby's. Good
Shit.
guess.
Oh my God, Gilly, is it and?
Gilly, it is A&W. You are correct.
Oh my God!
I was so
This
scared.
one is A&W. I'm
Oh
so
my
glad that you got it.
I was so scared you were going to talk yourself out of it.
I would have you would have seen me cry, and you would have been like, "I'm surprised Gilly's crying," and I'd be like, "No, this is what makes me cry." I went to Quebec in December and ate just for fun. I was wasting time in an airport and got everything on the A&W menu, and it's really fucking good.
So do you know the distinction between A&W America and A&W Canada, that they're separate brands?
I did know that they were separate brands,
Yeah.
And I heard that it was better in
It
Canada.
is better, yeah.
I've never had it in the U.S. The chicken nuggets were shaped like a drumstick, which is so great because it's shaped like something else.
Right.
Like a nugget is what a nugget is shaped like.
That's fun.
And they were really great. And actually, the shape makes it really great to dip in those little sauce cups.
Yeah, a lot of
How
fun.
far is Montreal from Toronto?
I said Quebec. I don't know.
Montreal is in Quebec.
Quebec, yeah.
Oh.
Quebec is like a
Phew.
province.
I'm so sorry. I went to Quebec City.
Oh, okay.
But I
Oh.
really don't know Canada. I don't. And I think they're opposite ends. No? I don't know.
Quebec-
Why am I
Quebec
guessing?
is like a province, I believe, in Canada, and it's large, so it could be
and
very
is
far away
Toronto
from each
right
other.
next to it?
Toronto is drivable from Boston, and so is Montreal's a closer
I don't
one.
know anything.
I know in my head that Canada is like a vastly larger land area than the U.S., but when I think of it, I'm just like, everything's like a half-hour drive.
Same.
It's like fucking
Not at all.
Alberta is
It's
right
fucking
next to
gigantic.
I know it's big, but I just always think like, oh yeah, Vancouver, Toronto, they're right next to each other, you know?
Such an American
Exactly,
thing
yeah.
of just like, well, the people are like friendly, so I
Yeah.
guess the place is small.
They got one NBA team for the whole country. It can't be that big.
I respect and salute my Canadian brothers and sisters.
5.5-hour drive from Montreal to Toronto.
Wow.
It's a
a
ride.
little bit of a haul.
It's a little bit of a
pretty
haul.
far.
LA to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Okay, we have a couple more. Next
Oh,
up.
That felt so good. Ooh,
Wait, I know this.
tropical starburst.
Not
Wait, I
Tropical
know-
Starburst.
I
This is
know
a
this,
food
don't
brand,
I?
but you're in you're in the correct vicinity with your kind
Mitch,
of yes.
Is it oh shit. Now fucking the bee.
The bee.
Gilly.
The bee. Go ahead.
Baja Fresh.
It's not Baja Fresh. It's not Jollibee, which
That's
is
not
what you're
Jollibee.
thinking.
Oh, Jollibee, great.
What the fuck is this one? I feel like I should know it. This is
we can move on. This one is Jamba Juice.
Jamba Juice. You know
Jamba.
what?
On.
Often right next to the Baja Fresh in a strip mall.
Very
That's
much
true.
so. Yeah,
Give her a half point, I'd say.
All right, we'll give Gilli a half point. We have one more.
Oh.
It's the last one.
Oh.
We have sort of two different shades of pink. We again kind of have
It's
the
gotten very
Italian
hard
flag
for
in the
me.
middle.
I hate how stumped I am at the last several.
Well, this is not an easy exercise. Because again, this isn't how we normally look at these logos, and some of them, color is not the strongest element. We think of something else.
Like I say,
I'm trying to sort of like exorcist my eyes a little bit. Like
Yeah.
I'm blinking and squinting to see if I can trick my brain into having seen it. You know, when you sometimes can see Nick Cage in an image.
Sure.
Is this one Sbarro?
I was going to say the same thing.
It's not Sbarro, but this is an Italian chain.
Ooh.
Oh.
Amici's?
Mitch is correct. This is Ameci Pizza.
Nice one, dude.
Mitch wins.
Oh, this was a really smart game, honestly. Like maybe too smart for me, but
For the show, for sure.
That was Slop Quiz, the palette. Just like a restaurant, we value your feedback. Let's open up the feedback. And today's email is from Nick. Not me, though that is my name. Nick writes, "Hey, Dough Crew. One of my pet peeves is when products like Gatorade don't actually describe the flavor of the bottle. Things like Glacier Freeze, Cool Blue, and Ice Punch. My question is, do you have any food-based pet peeves? Hope to see y'all sometime soon in Texas." How about that?
Yeah, how about that?
Nick is wondering about flavors that don't describe the flavor. I will argue that Glacier Freeze does a pretty good job of
I think so,
evoking
too.
what it tastes like.
Yeah.
me too. I also think in general, blue is a flavor.
Blue
at
is a
this
flavor,
point,
yeah.
So,
Just like birthday is a flavor.
yes.
Yeah.
I mean, he just asked for pet peeves in general.
I guess just general food-based pet peeves. They could be name-ring related. I don't know. I guess I kind of got this. This feels like old hat now, but just to get the ball rolling, I feel like I'm just kind of exasperated by the presence of bacon in a dessert. I'm just reached a point where it's like we've done this too many times. Too many people have done this trick. I've just kind of burned out on it.
Sure.
Also, as someone who doesn't eat pork anymore, but it's also like just even when I was like, I feel like 5 years ago that was a dated thing.
Oh yeah, I feel pretty passionately about sandwiches not being wet enough.
Okay.
If we're there are sandwiches that are wet enough, and there's many that are not.
Yeah.
Cheese is a dry item, and we're putting lettuce and we're putting veggies. Hopefully, and then we've got
I like
our
this.
meats.
Mm-hmm.
Bread is dry.
Yeah.
So just putting like mustard, not enough.
No, I agree with you.
It's a great flavor addition,
Mhm.
but I need a drippy sandwich. I'm
I like that.
talking a vinaigrette, an olive oil, maybe an aioli, and hopefully two. Avocado sometimes can be a little slippery. I need my sandwiches to be wet and slippery.
I'm with you.
And I wish there were non-sexual words that I could use to describe that. But just getting like meat, cheese, and bread is absolutely, you're not done with your sandwich. You need to keep going.
Fully agree
Yeah.
with you.
The only things
Thank
I get
you
wet
don't
are
wanna dry it.
sandwiches, basically. I have a pet peeve. I got a good one for you, and it was with pizza. When your baseline cheese pizza is a margarita, give me a cheese pizza as well. When it's like,
Yeah, I think having
Oh,
a default cheese.
yeah.
You always
you know what I'm
want cheese.
saying? It's like, or you can get this margarita. I'm like, there should be a default cheese. That's a small pet peeve. Here's another pet peeve. We said maybe not a great guy. Definitely sounds like a bad guy, but also too young to die. Morgan Spurlock, he's passed away. Here's my pet peeve. Bring back supersize.
I did like supersize.
I want the fucking supersize
Ding dong,
back.
the witch is dead. Let's let supersize come out wherever you are.
Get some supersize back. Why not?
I think
That
now's a
documentary
great
was a
time.
sham.
Yeah.
Well, come on, let's get the fucking supersize back.
Did he say supersize will come back over my dead body?
Maybe it might have been a thing.
He
Who's
didn't personally
fucking-
discontinue it, but yeah, or like he didn't call for its discontinuance, but they did after the promotion. I think they should bring it back for sure. Why
I'm
not?
into a Twitter war. Is it Michelle Obama who's not going to let it come back?
I don't
She's
know.
gonna let it come back.
I'm going to tweet at her later tonight. I'm going to yell at her.
What else is new? I here's one. This again, kind of a thing that I think people have brought up in the past. house ketchup. I don't need a house ketchup. Just give me like a ketchup out of a bottle. I don't need whatever fancy concoction you have that you want to call your own brew of ketchup.
It's also never salty enough.
Never,
I don't know if my
satisfying.
taste buds are blown out or what, but just like a house ketchup that is a baseline. We all agree what ketchup tastes like.
Yes.
You don't get to mess with that.
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, I don't need that.
That's a really good one.
I'd say pet peeve is I like a cheese. I'm going back to cheese pizza again. When people put like I'm just realizing I sound like a child. When people put the hot pepper and the Parmesan cheese on it, I like it just cheese. I want a cheese pizza.
It's situational. There are times when I might want to plus it up with a little red pepper.
I'm trying to think of pet peeves, things that like annoy you at. I mean, for me, it's just that my order is wrong. That's the only thing that will really annoy me. I feel like.
I got a pet peeve when my bowl is empty. Jimmy.
You southern harlot.
There's got to be other pet peeves I mean, you've listened to the podcast. I think we named a few good ones.
I'm trying to think, a few. Like the one he said specifically being about colors as flavors. Like, I've actually really accepted that. Yes.
Yeah, I don't mind that. That does not bother me at all. I get that that's his thing, but it's not a big thing for me.
I don't like that you can't find the blue Gatorade in the mini.
That's a good one.
A lot of the other ones in the is it 6 or 12 pack mini, which to me is just sort of like, I just have a lot of half Gatorades in the fridge that I never get back to because the mini is the size I actually want to drink.
It's the correct form factor.
For me, yes. And that is my hangover, like someone introduced it to me in college over at UC Santa Barbara, Banana Slug Party School, man. It's not Banana Slugs. Blue's my favorite flavor, and they're like, this one we won't do in a small.
So you run into that. That actually is a great one when there's configuration of something that's available, but it's not available in the way that you want it, in the delivery mechanism that you want it. I found that with the specifically the Gator Light Zeros, because the Gator Lights have too much sugar, but the Gator Light Zeros are flavorful. But the Gator Light, I couldn't find like. The Gator Light Zeros weren't regularly at the liquor store I was going to.
Why do they hate the blue?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Strawberry Kiwi Gator Light Zero.
That one's good.
That's my big go-to.
That's a go-to.
It's good.
I forgot that it was the zero in addition to the size that I was looking for, and they were just to me. I'd assume it's the most popular flavor.
Right.
It's very different because it's like a Pedialyte. It's like baby juice, but still pretty good.
It's electrolytes, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Let us know what yours is. #MyFoodPetPeeve. And if you have a question or comment about the world of chain restaurants, you can email us at feedback@birdfuck.com or leave us a voicemail at 830-GODO. That's 830-463-6844. And to get the Doughboys Double, our weekly bonus episode, plus our entire pre-2018 back catalog, subscribe at patreon.com/Doughboys. Our producer is Emma Erdbrink. Our associate producer is Amelia Marino. Our engineer is Krager Donahue. And our video editor is Mike Dorfman. Our guest.
Birdpluck.com as well.
Birdpluck.com is also the alternate URL you can use. Gilli Nissim, thank you so much for being here. What a treat. What an absolute delight. This was so fun.
It was long overdue. Thank you. Was there anything you would like to plug?
Nah. Nah.
Twisted Metal.
Oh, I guess you want to plug it.
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, no, we gotta plug Twisted Metal. Season 2 coming out.
Who knows when season 2 will come out? But season 1 is available.
Season 1 is available. I didn't have anything to do with it, but this guy did.
I'm in there.
Wow, there you go.
Yeah, season 2 is gonna be great.
I can't wait.
Congrats on season 2. I'm excited to check out what y'all do.
And I can't wait to bring your words to life.
Yes, my little puppet. Dance.
That'll do it for this episode of Doughboys. Until next time, for the Spoon Man, Mike Mitchell, I'm Nick Weiger. Happy eating.
We did it, mama.
Hey, buddy, want Doughboys merch? We're talking hats, shirts, sweatshirts, patches, glasses, all sorts of stuff. Aprons. It's all available at kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. That's kinshipgoods.com/doughboys. Sources for the intro are in the episode description.
That was a Headgum podcast.